closer than you think. It's not a tournament. It's what you don't see on TV. The cash is real. The stakes are high. They bet big. They win big. They lose big. High stakes live action poker. Live at the bike. Watch it live on the web or play it if you dare at the Bicycle Casino right here in Los Angeles.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Live at the Bike, brought to you by the Bicycle Casino in Los Angeles, California, the first and only webcast of real action cash game poker. My name's Bart Hanson. This is Dave Tuckman. It's St. Patty's Day, so we got a special drinking game show going on for you tonight.
Yes.
Again, we're playing 10-20 no limit, unrestricted buy-in, minimum $1,000. Dave and I are going to be sipping on Guinnesses throughout the night in honor of St. Patrick's Day. And we're going to do some shots of Bushmills throughout the show, a little Irish whiskey here. And here are the rules, and we'll go over this multiple times. If a 3 flush comes out on the flop of spades or clubs, I will take a shot. If a 3 flush of diamonds or hearts comes, Dave will take a shot. We're also playing the pair game. If multiple 8s come out on the flop, that's more than 1 8, I will take a shot. If multiple 6s come out in the flop, Dave will take a shot. If 3 of the same card come out in the flop, 8s or 6s, one of us will take 2 shots. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's get to it. Let's head to the table and let's start introducing the players.
Let's do it. First up, I want to do a little shout out to U Albany.
Yeah, U Albany.
They kind of teased me. I was really rooting on, and they faded late. But shout out to Albany there. Seat number 1, I'm going to introduce the players here. Seat number 1, we've got George. Seat number 2, we've got Ross.
Oh, look at this! Look at this!
We haven't done the first hand of the night though yet.
I'll do the rest of it. You can pour yourself a shot. Here we go.
Oh,
Seat number 3. There it is.
It's already started. Okay.
Seat number 3 is Nader. Moving over to seat number 4, we've got Mark. So seat number 4 is Mark. There we go. Seat number 5, there's Mark in seat number 4. Seat number 5 is Osman. Now, seat number 6 here, I believe that is the gentleman from last night, and I want to say his name is...
You should start drinking too.
That is
that Jubilee.
Jubilee
in seat 6. Okay. Seat number 7 here is Amir. Seat number 8, of course, is the lovable Mo. And over in seat number 9, that's Alan. So let's see if we can flip. Come on, Dave. Diamonds out on the flop.
Okay, I'm waiting. Well, the flop's gone already. There we go.
There we go. Down with the shot. Dave goes down the shot. And there it is. Shot number 1 down the drain. Make sure, that's your own shot glass there. So we're going to get into the first hand of the night here.
Give me 3 hearts.
And you guys were actually worried that they weren't going to have... And look at Mo just wants...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank God.
We're going to get into the first hand of the night here. 8, 5, 7. And we can see what's out here right now. See if I can get this as a sound effect here. Open my bottle of Guinness here. Seat number 6. Bets here with ace 7. He's going to bet 40. Amir's going to make the call here with ace 5. Turns a queen here. And now Amir does not improve. Jubilee checks, and Amir's going to bet with ace 5, and he's going to take it down there. And there it is. So, Dave, I want to say, here we are with our mugs here. Cheers.
Cheers. Happy St. Patty's Day.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
You know what's cool about St. Patty's Day?
Dave's already had a shot. That's 1 for Dave.
1 down. You know what's cool about St. Patty's Day? I think everybody, no matter where you're from, wants to be Irish today. Don't you?
Yes.
Yes. I mean, everybody does.
Absolutely.
Button is in seat 6. Small blind is $10. It's Amir. Big blind is 20. That's Mo. First to act is Alan.
As always, if you want to keep the show interactive, you can email us at live@thebike.com. Questions, comments, suggestions. You can also follow a live thread that's started on the internet. Go to 2plus2.com, spelled out. Click on forums, World Poker Tour, etc. And we're right there. as I've poured out a couple more shots when this is ready. So we're doing shots of Irish whiskey and sipping on Guinness throughout the night. Osman makes a raise there to 120, and he is going to take it down there without
Oh,
a flop.
good. Take it out. No flop. No flops.
So again, all diamonds are all hearts, it's you. All spades are all clubs, it's me. Pair game. Multiple eights, it's me on the flop. Multiple sixes on the flop, it's you.
Yeah, and we were thinking actually that we wouldn't get that many, and right away the first hand,
Yep.
boom.
First hand of the night.
I think George is straddled here. No, he's not straddling. Okay.
And actually, when we see the flop state, we're going to actually wait till the end of the hand so he can follow the hand and then take the shot.
Exactly.
So.
And
Buttons over there in Amir's hand in seat number 7.
we cannot recommend that you join along with us.
Right.
Unless, of course, you are over 21, you're not driving anywhere, and you're able to. Exactly, and you're not operating any heavy machinery.
$80 raise here by seat number 3, and Allen calls with King Jack. Seat 3 brought in with King Queen, and it misses both players here. Nader and Allen in the hand.
Hey, there's 2 spades. Do you drink?
Not quite, not yet. And Nader's going to make a continuation bet. He's going to bet 100 here. And Allen calls. He's going to call with King Jack here, Dave. He's taking one off. The turn is the 6 of diamonds. I mean, Allen doesn't have any draw. Backdoor spades, check, check, and the river's a queen, and Nader backs into the best hand. And, you know, maybe if Allen called to set up a play there, Dave, but you just checked it down. Was he calling with backdoor spades?
I
Does
don't
the
know.
alcohol give you any more insight into the hand?
Into Allen? No.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Maybe like 3 or 4 shots later, I will be in Allen's world.
Yeah.
But this guy is obviously purple
Yeah.
and so forth.
So, yeah, props up to Albany, Dave. It's too bad we actually couldn't see the game. They were showing the Cal, North Carolina State game
Yeah, that's
here
pretty
on
sad.
the West Coast, and it was pretty sad, so, unfortunately.
Wow, check that out. Kenneth James actually came in 2nd place
Yeah.
on the Party Poker Cruise.
Wow. And that's a limit tournament normally, isn't it? That finals, I think? One of the only limit tournament ones?
Wow, another World Poker Tour final table for Kenneth James. And another 2nd place.
Yeah.
I guess he's, never a bride, always a bride, always bridesmaid, huh?
Amir's going to raise here to 80. I believe that. Do we have a little straddle here?
It was a
by
straddle
Nader?
pot,
Yeah,
yes.
Nader's going to straddle, so it's 40 to call, and Amir brings it in for 80. The minimum raise with ace queen here.
And Nader's going to call with a badly dominant hand. He's calling with queen 10.
Yeah, Nader's got queen 10, and we got king 10 in there for Osman. So queen 10, king 10, and ace queen.
You got some action players in this game, I tell you.
And actually, it's queen 9, Dave. And he flops top pair here.
And he's in bad shape.
But
here.
he's in
Amir's
bad
got-
shape
yeah,
because
I mean,
Amir's got ace queen.
that's a dangerous, dangerous flop for Nader.
Pot's about 250, and Amir's going to bet. Looks like 106, 130, and let's see what Nader's going to do. He's going to make the call.
Well, Nader is very much of a calling. I mean, he will probably call Amir down the entire way.
Yep,
As long as the bets don't get too big.
yep.
And if Amir just continually puts in value bets, he will probably get paid the whole way.
Turns in 8. We've got about a $500 pot now, and Amir's going to bet. Looks like 250 here. And you know what? It looks like Nader. No, Nader's just going to. Yeah, he's going to call. He's going to call again here, 260.
And you know what? He's only got about 400 left. And
Well, let's see here. I think he actually made a minimum check
minimum raise,
here,
there you
Dave.
go.
Yep.
The 125 bet, actually. It's a $130 bet. And it was a $260 raise. There we go.
Yep.
That's what's
Okay.
going on here.
And look at this. Amir's going to come over the top all in here, and I don't think Nader has that much left. I mean, the pot right now,
He's got a close to $600.
let's say Nader has 600. I would say the pot's about 1,600, 600 to call. Remember, Nader made the minimum check raise of Amir on the turn, and Amir has moved all in. And again, it's about a $1,600 pot, 600 to call. here.
If you put your opponent on ace queen or king queen here,
Yep.
you've only got 3 outs. You can't call this, can you? I mean, you're only getting 2.5 to 1 on your money. You only have 3 outs.
Yep.
Even if you put your opponent on aces, you only have 5 outs. Any queen or any 9.
Right.
With 5 outs with 1 card to come. I mean, and you got to assume here with this kind of flop. I mean, look at it. It's queen 3, 6, 8. There's not really much else out there. You might be drawing dead. If you're not drawing dead, you probably have at best 5 outs. I mean, I think you have to call. I think you have to lay this down.
As the bitter taste of Guinness goes down my throat, I agree with you, Mr. Tuckman. And Amir's going to take it down.
You know, we're having Guinness out of a bottle here, and it's pretty good.
It's not bad for a bottle of Guinness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than when I go to England and I have Guinness on draft.
Oh, yeah.
I've never been to Ireland, and I'm dying to go.
Yeah, the Guinness in Dublin. I got to tell you what I loved when I was actually in Amsterdam for a while is Heineken. Heineken, I think, is kind of like just kind of blasé, medium import beer. Nothing great
Yeah.
about it. But in the Netherlands, it was great.
Everything's better than
Especially when
Netherlands.
especially when you're kind of in your own other world for other reasons too.
Right.
Button's gonna move over here to seat 9.
Kind of the world of where Alan lives, that Purple Dragon.
Right.
Yeah. Makes me think of that great song, Puff the Magic
Lucy in the Sky with
Dragon.
Diamonds by the Beatles. Limp here. This is going to be a fun night. We can keep it together. How was that shot? Is it good? The Irish whiskey? Pretty sweet? Bushmills?
That might be pushing it, but yeah.
Limped around here 4 ways. King,
2 pair.
King 10-8 here on the flop.
2 pair for Osmond.
He's flopped 2 pair. And he's going to come out and bet here, Dave. He's going to bet 120 here. Now, it looks like we got a pair of 10s for seat 4. That's Mark. I don't know if you've ever seen Mark on the show before. He is not going to get involved. And Osmond is going to take it down.
And obviously, we were thinking of a lot of different ways for us to do a shot. You know, somebody's got aces, another person has kings, things like that.
Right.
But what we really wanted to do is we wanted to have the table know when we were doing
Right.
shots. So we're trying to make it flop-oriented. And we've already told them that we're going to do those 2. And if for some reason another player at the table joins in the prop game, we will add those numbers to our game.
We got 6s and 8s here. And, boy, we better hope that 3 of those numbers don't come up, because that's 2 shots. 3 8s or 3 6s is 2 shots. Ace-King suited here for Mo in seat number 8. Limp. And he's going to bring it in for a raise here. He's going to make it 170 in mid-position there.
He's got ace-king of clubs, so I'm really hoping he flops a flush.
And look at that, Alan's got spades, so if he flops a flush too, I'm in trouble. If Alan also flops trips, I'm in trouble.
You're actually looking really good here. I don't think anybody's going to call him, though. No, Alan called.
Yeah, Alan did call. And we're heads up here. We've got about a $400 pot going heads up.
Alan has position on Mo, but, I mean, that doesn't really mean that much. It's better if Mo has position on Alan.
Wow. Ace 10-7. Alan's got a flush draw and Mo's got top pair.
Yeah, Alan's actually got a gut shot straight draw as well.
And look at
folks.
this. It went check. Did he go check here? Mo checked it, and Alan checked right behind him. And the turn is an 8. It gives Alan a pair.
Alan has a huge amount of outs here. Any 9, any 8, any 6, any spade.
Alan's going to bet 7. I mean, Mo's going to bet 700. Alan's hand is really big enough to make a raise, but he's kind of on the short stack there, Dave.
Well, you see how much money he has there. I mean, look
Yeah.
at the percentages. We're looking with 1 card to go, and he's still almost a 40% favorite.
I'm really surprised that Mo didn't bet that flop. Usually he bets there. And Alan checked right behind him, and Alan's got a huge draw, like you said, a 9, a spade, an 8, or 6.
I think Alan's
And
going to raise.
I think he moved all in here, Dave. He's going to move all in right here with the big semi-bluff.
Wow, and I've never seen Alan do this. I mean, he's got to think that Mo does not have the ace, though, because Mo checked the flop.
Well, the pot right now, it's 1,100. I got to tell you that the pot is about, it's only maybe another 300 or 400 for Mo to call, and the pot's almost 2,000. So I don't think that there's any way that Mo can make this call. I mean, make this fold, and he's going to make the call.
Mo's going to call.
And they might run a deal here, Dave. Let's see. It's over a $2,000 pot, and Mo's only about a 2-1 favorite here with 1 card to come. And the
there's a spade.
river's a spade. Alan
They're
makes
gonna run
the
it a couple
first
times.
one. Here we go, and we're going to do it. The second one's an ace, and we're going to run
And
it
the third
one more
one?
time. And Mo's going to win 2/3 of that
Well,
pot.
it's pretty much how it should have happened, right?
Yep.
And Alan's pissed off. He goes, that's it. I'm not running it more than once now.
Yep.
That's,
Now, again, if you want to head over to As Seen on Live at the Bike at liveatthebike.com, we'll explain to you how we run the cards multiple times in Big No Limit games.
Now, Alan actually, he doesn't really get it, I got to tell you. So I've been playing with him recently. He goes, if he's ahead, he won't run it more than once. But if he's behind, he'll run it more than once. Now, obviously, there's really no logic to
Yeah,
that
it does
whatsoever.
not. The expected value of the hand has not changed when you run it more than once. So there you go. I'm beginning to think I might not have brought a big enough bottle of Bushmills here, Dave. Let's see. Got 3. Well, there's probably enough for about 15 shots in there.
15 shots, I'll be dead. 15 shots. I only weigh like $170, man.
Button's going to move over to C3. First email of the night here. Rob Rosenberger says, no TV show would ever let its commentators play a drinking game. Congrats to Live at the Bike.
For making poker truly fun. There you go.
And Eli Goldberg says, I'll make a side bet with you guys. I'll be drunker than both of you by the end of the show.
That's classic.
That's from Eli. Lived here.
Seat number 6, Jubilee. His name is actually Cliff, by the way, but he goes by Jubilee. And he's got pocket 5s. He's going the speed limit. He limps in. Everybody limps in.
Yeah.
And I think we're going 5 ways here. So the pot is $100 to the flop, folks. King 7-5.
Rainbow. And we got a set of 5s here for seat number 6, Jubilee. And he's going to come out and lead with bottom set. He's going to bet 50.
I like the bet. I mean, he's just hoping that somebody has something here.
And look at Nader. Nader's going to call with a gut shot to the 6 there with backdoor spades. And seat number 5 is in there with 8-5, bottom pair, Osmond. The turn's a 10.
Wow, and now Nader's picked up a big draw.
Wow, Nader's open-ended with spades now.
He's got a straight flush draw. Open-ended straight flush draw,
Yep.
folks.
See how much Jubilee's going to bet now. He bets 300. The turn was the 10 of spades. And Nader's going to move all in here. He's going to move all in on the draw, a little over 500 more.
Obviously, Jubilee's going to call.
Yeah, you got to think Jubilee's going to call. Nothing's been made yet.
Well, there's no straight out there.
Right.
A set of 5s can only be beaten by a higher set right now.
He makes the call, and Nader needs a spade that doesn't pair the board or
There
a
it
straight
is.
card.
There
The
you go.
straight card comes on the river, and he makes it, and Jubilee's going to get busted there with the set. Nader's going to double through.
Right. Nader actually had, if you want to count all the outs, he had 9 outs plus an additional 6 straight cards that gave him the outs.
Right.
He actually had 15 outs to the river, about a 33%
Yep.
chance of winning the pot, but he won it there with a 6.
So
Yeah,
Nader's going to double
the funny
through.
thing is, our player Boston, who's also a 2+2, where he's also been on the show last night, he said he wants to come in and relieve us. I know Hob wants to come in the booth. I asked Hob if he was going to play in the game tonight. He goes, no, I don't want to play in the game. I want to be in the booth with you guys.
Kev Mathis posted on 2+2 as well that this year the Party Poker Million was not a WPT event. I was aware of that.
Oh, wow, I didn't know
On
that.
another note, the 2+2 regular Schneids won the event. Now, again, though, I want to shoot out the Party Poker Million has always been a limit event, so I assume it was still limit. Now, even though it's not a WPT
Wow.
event,
Why
it was
wasn't it a
the
WPT
only
event?
They dropped Party Poker and one. I think they dropped like the ultimate bet for some reason. WPT
Okay.
that year. This year. Mo's keeping tab on our shots over there. He says he's got a piece of paper over there with our names, and he's keeping tabs on the shots.
Okay. Well, so far it's been pretty tame. I mean, we're about 15 minutes into the show, 10 minutes into the show.
Well, you take a look over there. Well, he's actually got it wrong. He said Bart 1, Dave 0. It's actually the other way around. Because I think you told him a different thing.
I did.
Yeah.
Maybe Don will go over there and tell him that actually the black suits are Bart to the red
Right.
ones are mine.
We got a raise here on the button by Mark, and he's going to take it down there with the ace-jack offsuit.
Once again, we're live at the bike, folks. We're not quite drunk yet.
Yep, but we're sipping on Guinness.
There you go. I'm David Tuckman. We're here with Bart Hansen, and
Yep.
we're playing No Limit Hold'em. Blinds are 10 and 20. Trying to have a lot of fun here, folks.
And Mark in seat 4 is actually playing over Corporation Mike. I actually, Corporation Mike called George Georgian, who was on my 5-10 table today, and said that he was at Magic Mountain around 5 o'clock today, and the traffic was brutal. That's up in Valencia for anybody in this
Oh,
area.
my. He was at Magic Mountain at 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not going to be here till like 9, right?
The show's going to, he won't even get here for the show.
Yeah.
Because he's about 20 miles north of where I live.
Yeah.
And it took me an hour and a half to get to work.
Maybe Donna can tell Mo that, too, that Dave is pairing up with the 6s, and I'm pairing with the 8s, because I said jacks for you before.
There you go.
Yeah. It's going to get limp. It's going to get folded around here. And we're not going to see a flop. And the real killer of the night, Dave, is going to be if we see trip 8s or trip 6s on the board.
Yeah, that probably won't happen, but you never know.
Yeah, it could happen once, you know.
Yeah. Like I said, well, you can really, you can really drink. So I don't think any of this will phase you. I really think you should take another number.
Button's going to move over here to seat 6. Way to go, Albany, huh, Dave?
Well, sort of. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't really give kudos to lose. You lost.
Yeah, but you were saying, I mean, it's a great.
I thought they would give you UConn a test. I told everybody that I really
Yeah.
thought they would be better than most people expect them to be.
Yeah. And Dave, I got to tell you, I didn't check up on the stats before the show, but this afternoon you were in first place in our Live at the Bike Fans League, right around 3 p.m. Pacific time today. In first place. And he's still in first place, I'm getting word.
You were expecting something different?
Ace, King, 6 here, rainbow flop.
You're not playing with kids here, okay?
Gets checked around, the turn's a 7.
That hits a couple players.
Seat 7's going to bet 30, and seat 8's going to call.
Mo has queen 6. We do not have it up there for some reason. There it is.
We got three-way action here, and the river here is a king.
And Amir has the best hand here with 8-7.
Yep. Mo called with the 6 there, and it's going to get checked down, and Amir's going to win it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Take it down, Amir.
Boondoggle on 2+2 says, "Why drink when you can smoke?" Well,
I would have loved to bring a cigar into the booth, but I think that would have
against
killed.
California law.
Well, that, and I think it would have killed poor Isaac and Ronnie and Evelyn.
Again, you can email us at liveatthebike.com. Questions, comments, suggestions. Ah, the lovely bin coming into the box, Dave. Button's going to move over here to seat 7. Oh, actually, we've got an email here. Interesting email from Raymond Charles Clark. Interesting trivia. Today in Boston is Evacuation Day, which is actually a city holiday. It's the day that the Brits, those damn lobsterbacks, got the hell out of town in the Revolutionary War.
Yeah.
It's actually a holiday that is celebrated by the government there in Boston. And the schools.
You Bostonians, you celebrate the oddest things.
Seat number 9 here is going to raise.
That's Alan.
He's got ace queen. Got limped around several ways, and he's going to make it 110 out of the blind here.
Out of the blind. I mean, Alan, this is like a new Alan,
Yeah,
folks.
ace queen off suit.
I mean, we've seen him semi-bluff today. Raising out of the blinds with a hand as weak as ace queen.
Well, we got a call here by Russ with 7s, and I think this might bring Mo in as well, and it does. And here we go. So it's going to be about a $450 pot going 3 ways. Alan the pre-flop raiser. Here we go. King, 10, king here. Alan's got a gut shot. And it gets checked around. The turn's a 5. Now, Mo also has a gut shot. And Russ is not going to put any money on the flop or on the turn in position here, Dave. And the river's a 6. And Russ is now probably going to be content to check it down. 7s are going to be good there. Kings and 7s.
Well, I mean, once the river comes out, there's no point in betting.
I was a
is
little
there?
surprised that he didn't bet on the turn.
Yeah.
Get some information. Interesting email here from Tony Bell. He says, "I don't really understand Mo's job. What does he do? How is this job different from a prop?" You want to take that one?
Yeah, I'll take it. Well, I mean, prop is generally a public relations player. And obviously the props are representing the casino, but a prop can play any game. And a prop also doesn't really start games. I mean, in the sense of he doesn't like bring customers into the casino. He just plays where they're told. Now, Mo, as we see in our insert, great job by Isaac, Mo's a host. His job basically is to start this game. He is in charge of the no-limit section.
Right.
He has a lot of these players' phone numbers. He'll call them up. He'll see if they're going to come in. I mean, the 25-50 game we have on Wednesday is a direct result because of Mo. Mo got that game going.
Seat number 6 is going to raise here to 60, Dave. Again, we're playing 10-20, so 3 times the big line with ace-9. Amir's going to call with king-queen. Mo's in there on the button with a suited ace. And seat number 9, Alan's in there with deuce-6 offsuit. Here we go to the flop. King 8-3. George is not in the hand. Now, ace-9 brought this one in.
But Amir's got the best hand. He's in good shape here. Mo's got second pair.
And Amir's going to bet 100. And Mo raises, Dave, with ace-8.
Well,
He's
you know
gonna
what?
make it 500.
Well, Amir's new style. He bets a lot. He raises a lot. And Mo doesn't necessarily believe him. But Amir might re-raise him here. We'll see.
You know, the funny thing here, though, is the way that Mo plays, and sometimes he plays different from how we preach. I don't know if he makes this raise with the set. I don't necessarily know if I'm all that scared if I'm Amir here with this flop with king-queen.
Mo could play this, but Mo will call raises with ace-king.
Right.
Mo could definitely have ace-king
true.
here.
That's true.
Mo mixes up his game a lot. I mean, I've
Yeah.
seen him raise with sets. I've seen him not raise with sets. I've seen him limp in with ace-king. I've seen him call raise with ace-king.
What's going to be 400 more here.
Yeah, I think Amir's going to re-raise him, though.
Well, let's see. Yeah, he is going to come back over the top, and I think Mo has found the information he was looking for.
Expensive way to find the information, isn't it?
He makes it 1,000. He asks Amir, you have 1,000 more. Now, again, another way to play Mo's hand there.
This is just
Wow, and Mo's going to move all in. He's going to come back over the top, Dave. Unbelievable. And Amir's going to call. I guess Mo thought that he was going to try to get Amir off of a king. Wow. And this pot is going to be about $3,000.
I don't understand what Mo
Turns to
doing.
3. Mo needs an ace or an 8, and it doesn't come. Wow. Flabbergasting.
Yeah, I don't understand the play by Mo at all.
I thought he was gonna, he was raising to try to figure out.
Maybe Mo thinks that we're supposed to drink when he makes a bad play.
Yeah. We want to repeat the fact that the password, Dave. I guess some people might have started their. You can start your grid and actually have signed up for the ESPN thing, but maybe forgotten the password. The group over at ESPN.com for our tournament challenge is live, and then the @ sign, the bike fans, and the password is Bartgasm. And it's case sensitive, folks. That's what the problem
Yeah,
is.
the B is capitalized, the rest is all
capitalized.
small.
Bartgasm. BARTGASM.
Right.
Bartgasm.
The B is capitalized, nothing else is.
Yeah.
Live at the bike fans. And go check it out, because I guess I'm in first place.
We talk about how we respect Mo's game a lot, but he has done some things over the last month or two that have been somewhat puzzling.
That was terrible. I mean, that was an awful play. I don't know what he was thinking there.
Pocket 8's here for Mo. He's going to bring it in for a raise.
I mean, I would have much rather just call with the ace-8 there. You call there, you can represent. If an ace
I was
falls,
gonna
you
say,
win. If an 8 falls, you win.
can
And if
also
a
represent
diamond
heart-
falls,
yeah, represent
you
diamonds.
represent diamonds.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of ways to play then. Maybe he thought Amir was on diamonds. But he's got to realize that once Amir puts $1,000 in the pot, he's not going to go anywhere for 1,000 more.
Mo makes it 170 to go. Russ Muck's pocket 5s here. Allen calls with a weak ace-6. Mo had raised with 8s. Osman's got 4-6 of clubs here.
Well, you're safe then.
Oh, excuse me. Actually, Amir has 8s here, and Mo's got Jack-8. So Amir limped in, and Mo raised it to 170 with Jack-8. And we can see the 3 hands that are in the hand here. And is Amir trying to pull the limp re-raise here, Dave? Do you think Mo might be on tilt?
Well, he's right. He's got the best hand by far.
He's folding. What? And this is like the bizarro world, and we're heads up. Mo against Allen and Allen's in there with ace-6 off for a $170 raise. Here we go. Well, let's see if Mo's going to make a continuation bet.
He does. I imagine Allen's going to lay this down.
Yep. Going to bet. Gee, I think he might have even moved all in there, Dave. Unbelievable. Wow.
See, and we thought about drinking every single time Mo moves all in. Forget it. We said let's drink every single time anybody moves all in. That would have been Amir and then now Mo. That would have been crazy.
Yeah, it would have been way too much.
Although at this point it's a little way too small. You haven't had a drink yet.
Yeah, we're only 20 minutes into it, Dave.
Hey.
Remember, I think if trip 8s or trip jacks come out, someone's going to die.
You know, it'll be fine.
Look, I'm already done with the beer. I know I'm going to be drinking 4 for your 2 here anyways, right? Tonight. We got a 6-pack of
Wait. On 2 Fist night, when you order the Miller Lights by the 2, how many do you go through in a night?
No more than 8.
8 in a night?
Yeah.
Really? That's
8
it?
over like 6 hours.
Oh, okay.
Not that bad. We get a raise here by seat number 6 with ace-jack offsuit. And Mo's going to call here with queen 10 suited. And actually, Jubilee's got ace-10 offsuit. Osman has ace-jack.
Is Osman's re-raising?
It looks that way. Over in
No,
seat,
he just called. No, he's
yeah, in seat 5, he is going to re-raise. He's going to make it 500 more with ace-jack offsuit.
Osman is pure action, by the way.
And that's going
Osman's
to
a
get
lot of
everybody out,
action.
out
Yeah,
of there.
Takes it down. Nice bet by Osman. I was actually playing with Osman the other night. Really interesting hand where I had a open-ended straight draw with a pair with a flush draw on the turn.
Yep.
And Osman moved all in on me. And the pot was about $2,800, and Osman moved all in for $1,600. So it was $1,600 for me to call. And I was trying to count my outs, and I'm like, do I have the thing? And Osman was just talking up a storm. And I was like, I don't know. And then Osmond goes, hey, I'll give you money back if you call me.
Right.
And I started thinking, I go, how much?
Right.
And he goes, I'll give you 300 back. And then somebody behind me said, give him 500 back. And Osmond goes, okay, sure, 500 back.
And then you were priced into your draw, right?
Well, then I started thinking about it. I go, wait a second. It's 1,100 for me to call to win about 2,800.
Right.
I've got an open-ended straight draw, which I know is good. I've got a flush draw, which I know is good. And I have a pair, and I'm not sure if 2-pair is good, but I know trips is good. And it turned out 2-pair was good also. And I called, and I ended up not hitting anyway, but I had about 18 outs. So when he gave me the money back, it was definitely worth the call. But that's Osmond, though. He's a gambler. He's here to have a good time, and he was having a good time with me.
Limped around here, ace, queen, 7, couple club.
Nice flop for Amir here. He's top second pair with a flush draw.
No one has an ace. And he's going to come out and lead.
And he'll probably just take it down right here.
Yeah, he's going to bet 80. Osmond's got a gut shot, though, Dave, but he is action, and he's going to chase. Now, if the jack of clubs comes out, he is not good. $80 bet and a call. Here we go to the turn. Turns a 7.
And he did get Nader at. Nader had 9-7, by the way.
And this one goes check, and the river's a 5. And is Osmond going to bluff at it now? No. It's going to get checked down. And the queen is good.
And you can't blame Amir for taking the card there. The guy calls you. You have the flush draw. You don't necessarily put him on a flush draw.
Yeah.
You think maybe he's got a weak
I
ace.
said I played the whole afternoon with Osmond today, Dave, and you're right, it was action. Real action.
But he's different than, like, there's some action players.
Well, also the other thing I got to tell you about Osmond, too, is that he is very comfortable with the money. The money doesn't mean anything to him. He's a wealthy gentleman. He does this recreationally. And I think he put some people at my table this afternoon to the test with overpairs. Like, betting all in for 3,000 on a board of 6, 7, 8 when the guy's got 2 black aces or something like that,
Right, or even 10s or jacks, right. Yeah, Osmond, but I mean, like some action people are kind of annoying and they're jerks or whatever. Osmond is he's a really nice guy. I mean, he's here to have a good time.
Yeah, he is. Mo's going to bring this one in for 90 here with pocket deuces.
And it was funny, when he took down what ended up being about a $3,900 pot off of me the other night, he came over and he was like, he gave me a high five, and he was like, yeah, we were having a good time with it. I mean, obviously I would have rather him win, but...
Mark's going to call here with the suited ace wheel card, ace 5, and we're heads up. Well, there's the ace. Now, how's he going to play it out of position?
He's going to bet it.
He's going to see. He's going to bet 230 or maybe see where he's at, and Mo's done with it. Mo's trying to go with a little St. Paddy's Day. He's got the only kind of greenish shirt that he owns, the World Series of Poker shirt.
He's actually wearing green pants, too.
Really?
He's got, like, green on green. Here, look, you should be wearing this. Look at his hat. There.
Evelyn, can you give me another beer?
Once again, we're live at the bike, folks. I'm David Zuckerman here with Bart Hanson.
I haven't even taken a shot yet.
You're watching No Limit Hold'em. Blinds are 10 and 20.
One of the other things we were thinking about, but we didn't do it, Dave, was we were actually going to do a shot, but it was a little too complicated. Anytime anybody had pocket 10s pre-flop, and there was a better hand out there pre-flop.
Like pocket jacks.
Right. Like if you had 10s and jacks here, we'd do a shot.
Like in this case here, pocket jacks are in Jubilee's hand, and he's going to raise it up to 150.
Yeah,
Wow.
we're not going to see a flop.
That's a big raise. 150. Now, I don't mind raising that much if that's your raise all the time, but he's making it 150 with jacks. Is he going to later on make it, say, 80 with ace-queen?
I wanted to get Beamish, but I didn't have time to go west of my house into, like, real Beverly Hills to go to, like, the nice liquor store.
Right.
I had to go to the East LA liquor store. All right, here we go to a chip count here.
Over $27,000 on the table, folks.
Now, this is what we're at here now, and I believe that we did have a beginning point, correct? So let's take a look at the differences here from the beginning of the show.
And
let's take a look at the differences.
And here
there
it is.
we go.
Wow, Jubilee's up $7,000. And clearly that happened before the show started.
Did it? Yeah, I don't... I mean... yeah, Jubilee's not up 7,000, but Amir's up 3,100. Yeah.
If for some reason we had Amir at 9.
Oh, look at this flop! Are you kidding me? Here, I got it right here, man. Right here, after the hand.
After the hand, we'll do it.
Yeah. Mo's going to bet here with King Jack. He's got the Jack of Diamonds in his hand. Jack of Diamond draw. There it is.
Man.
This is 2 for you in a half an hour. I don't know if you're going to make it, man. I might have to start taking your turns.
I mean, there's hearts and there's diamonds out there.
Yep. Mo's going to take it down there with the semi-bluff. And look at that. He's going to score. He's going to put the score up there in a window cam if we can see it there. There it is. Dave 2, Bart 0.
There you go. I'm winning.
There it is. Dave takes the shot. Oh. Are you all right, man? Can you get down the table?
That is nasty. That is
Bushmills.
terrible.
It's Bushmills, man. Come on.
Okay, whatever. Next hand. Move on.
Bud moves over here to seat 6. It's Jubilee. If we see trip 6s, I don't think you're going to make it, man. We're already half an hour into the show.
Well, if we see trip 6s in like an hour and a half, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Just not in the next like 10 minutes.
2 6s, please.
5-way action here. Most probably for 2 6s, though, it doesn't come.
He would. He's such a... Remember the other night, actually, the other night we had 3 hearts on a flop, 3 hands in a row.
Yeah. Mo's actually got King 9 here. He's going to come out and lead 100 with top pair. It was limped around pre-flop. Flop is 9-4-7 rainbow. And Osmond's going to call here. He's got a gut shot, Dave, to the 5. Backdoor diamonds, and we're heads up.
I gotta say, I love the percentages we have here. Look at that. Mo at 77%, Osmond at...
And look at that. The turn's a 5 right away.
Well, there you go. Now, Mo is drawing dead.
Pot's about $300 here. It gets checked to
And that's a
Osmond.
great card. I mean, you don't see that. You just don't see that.
He bets 200. Mo check calls here. The pot is now 900. How about a king here on the river? Oh, the river's a 4. Now brings a... Well, it pairs the board.
It's not a scary
And
card.
Osmond's going to bet again. He's going to bet 500, and that's too much for Mo. He's just too much out there. I think he doesn't think he can beat.
Well, you can't really... I mean,
Can't beat a Wow. He's got
can't beat
king 9.
9-7. You can't
Right.
beat 6-8.
Right.
6-8 was actually more likely than, say, 3-6.
Yeah.
6-8 is open-ended there. Got a huge board. We might even get a second table going. I'm sure he will. I know we have 2 500 games going. Today's tournament, by the way, we're talking about winning the green. We're talking about St. Patrick's Day. Our winning of the green tournament today was a limit hold'em tournament, $500 entry tournament. Started at 4:15, and I'm not sure how many entries we got.
$500 limit.
We had 122 entries in our limit hold'em tournament today, so we're talking about a prize pool about $60,000 for today's tournament.
Now, George is limped in here with ace-queen offsuit. In a mirror, it gets folded around to him on the button. He raises to 60, and George is just going to call. And he's got Amir dominating.
I didn't even know George was in the game.
Yeah. Here we go, heads up. And Amir outflops him. Now, George has got a gut shot with overcards.
Yeah.
And he's going to come out and lead right away here, Dave.
Amir's got a top pair, though. He ain't going anywhere.
He's going to bet 160. He's going to bet about the size of the pot. Let's see what Amir does with this. George needs a king or an ace here.
I mean, Amir's game has completely gone... I mean, it's almost a completely different guy.
Right.
If you went back in the archives and looked at Amir's game 6-7 months ago, and then you saw the player that he is today, he would look like a completely different player.
Dave, he makes it 500. He's going to make it 500. He raises right away.
Yeah, George is going to lay this down. This hand is over, folks.
I tend to agree with you here.
You're not going to make a move on Amir anymore. You used to be able to. But now Amir, the new Amir, you just don't make moves on, really.
And George is out of there. We got another email here from Hercules the Pimp. He says, Bart, you know why the Heineken in Europe tastes better than the one we have in the States is because it's almost a whole different beer. It's higher alcohol content made differently. So there you go. I know that when I was in Amsterdam, I took the Heineken tour several times for 2 guilders. And it's basically an hour tour in the brewery, all the Heineken you can drink for an hour.
Right.
That was quite the day. I did the tour twice.
What else did they say? P.S. I don't think the guys who refer to smoking were talking about regular smoke either.
Oh, yeah.
What were they talking about?
I don't know.
Anyway, tomorrow's tournament is going to be crazy, folks. If you are within a couple hours of the Bicycle Casino, you should get down here by 4:15 because tomorrow's tournament is no limit hold'em, multiple rebuys, $200 buy-in, and I would anticipate the prize pool will probably be well over $100,000.
9-4-6 here was limped around, and Osmond's got top pair here with Queen 9.
Yeah, he's in dominating position here, folks.
He's going to bet 100, and I think he's going to take it down. And he does. Button's going to move over to Mo. Actually, it's going to move over to George in seat 1. Now, again, Corporation Mike is planning on coming into seat 4, but again, he was at Magic Mountain, which is up in Valencia, California, at 5 o'clock, and the traffic was brutal.
Was he just leaving then?
Yeah, 5.
Okay, well, actually, he'll probably be here any minute now then. I mean, that was 2.5 hours ago. Button moves over to seat
But he would
1.
take the 5 all the way down here, right? From
Yeah,
here.
but I mean, still, it's 2.5 hours. It's only about 45 miles.
I know it took me an hour and a half to get here. Usually it takes me about a half an hour.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Traffic's been bad the last couple of days. A couple of king queens out there.
Yep. George has the button here.
He's got ace-8. He actually has the best hand.
And,
Okay, now this is what I was talking about. Jubilee, he makes it 150 with jacks.
Right.
And now he makes it 70 with king-queen.
and Amir calls.
Now, if you're playing against him, you can kind of put him on a range of hands based on what he's raised.
George is called here with an ace-8 of clubs.
Yeah, well, I mean, why would you want to give away information?
And George has outflopped everyone. Now, if it gets checked to George, you figure he's going to bet. And why not? And he is going to bet here. It looks like the pot. Yeah, that's 230. Pretty
He's going to take this
standard.
down. I'm pretty sure I'll take this down here.
I just wonder if Jubilee came out firing on the flop, would George get involved with it? Would he call
Yeah, I mean,
once and maybe see?
Yeah, exactly. Ace-8 of clubs is not real strong there. Obviously, though, I mean, that's part of the information you don't want to give away. If you're playing No Limit Hold'em, and you're raising different amounts with different hands, a smart player will pick up on that. And you're basically turning your hand over. You know, you're basically saying when you raise $70 there, okay, I don't have tens, I don't have jacks, I don't have queens. I probably have ace queen, king queen, something like that.
Button's over there in seat number 2. It's limped around here.
We're going to start drinking more?
And George asked Mo, are we going to start drinking?
Come on, man.
See, we should be drinking what, well, I guess, you know, for Cinco de Mayo, maybe we'll drink Patron.
Yeah. Limped around here 3 ways. Ace, ace, jack on the flop.
And is Jubilee going to slow play his ace?
He does.
Well, now he's picked up a full house.
Well, he's got filled up aces full of 8s now.
Nobody's got anything, folks. I mean,
And
Mo's got...
oh, now he's going to bet. I was going to say, if he checks it again, Dave, we always talk about you got to put money in the pot to win some money. The
And
$40 bet, and look at this. Mo thinks he's weak, and he's going to raise him. Oh, man, and Mo has just stepped into it all night here.
Well, I think he thinks he's hoping that he has maybe a jack. And he'd be wrong. Look at him double check. Ham and haw.
Now, how do you play it here if you're out of position? I mean, you can just call, but are you just going to lead into the river?
Against Mo, I'd probably re-raise and hope he has an ace. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, Mo's got nothing. What am I going to do?
I mean, Mo has a pair of 8s.
Exactly. Pretty much nothing. But nothing more than a bluff catcher, that is.
And Jubilee here is going to move all in.
Yeah.
And Mo's quickly out of the hand.
And I don't mind the play. I mean, it's obvious it's easy for us here in the booth. We know what Mo has. But if Mo has some sort of ace, if Mo was still playing ace-queen or
Right.
ace-king or even ace-10, well, Mo's going to call him,
Yeah.
and you're going to double up. I want to thank everybody for emailing us. We'd like to keep the show as interactive as possible, so you can email us at live@thebike.com. You can also follow us on a live thread. Go to 2plus2.com, go to forums, go to World Poker Tour and other events, and then go to Live at the Bike for March 17th.
St. Patty's Day. Actually, you know, we used to call St. Patty's Days a little bit similar to New Year's in terms of when we were bartending.
Amateur night?
It's amateur night, yeah,
Of course
pretty
it
much.
is. But St. Patty's Day is just fun. I love St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
I really do.
There's no air conditioning. Stop. I start sweating.
Buttons moved over here to Nader in seat 3.
Hey, look, Osmond's having hot flashes, too.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys are related.
And it's limped around here once again. Not a lot of aggressive play here when Mike isn't in the game. 4-way action.
Yeah, Osmond will give action, but he's not the guy who's going to drive the action.
You're thinking check right now. That's what I'm thinking.
And so we're limped around here. And we're going to see 4-way action. So it's an $80 pot to the flop. 9, 5, 6 here with a couple clubs. Now, Allen's got a flush draw with Queen 4, but he is not in the, yes, he is in the hand. Turns a jack, and Allen's got the flush. And he's going to come out and bet. He bets a little bit. He bets 90. Now, Nader's open-ended here, Dave, but they're 3 clubs. He's not going to chase. And Osmond doesn't have much of anything here. Well, he's got a pair of 9s, but he's going to fold, and Allen's going to take it down. So I can see that you're looking at the standings here. And Dave, you are tied for 3rd, and I am tied for 8th. You have 220 points over in the ESPN Live at the Bike fans group page. And I have 200 points.
Yeah, I want to really thank everybody that joined that.
It looks like T. Heaston is up in first place.
Yeah, we got about
30
50 entries there. I really want to thank everybody. And whoever comes in first place will get some sort of live the bike package.
Yeah.
You know, some books and chips or some pins or T-shirts.
Right.
Kind of a fun little gift package from Live the Bike.
We can see that Big Ray, our cameraman, is heading up the bottom in 44th place out of 50.
Yeah, at least it's not dead last.
Right. Bud moves over here to Nader in C3.
But didn't he have California winning the whole thing?
No, he's got Gonzaga winning the whole thing.
Okay, there you go.
I think everyone's tournament brackets would have been a little bit upset if Albany had upset UConn.
Hey, I would have gave up my bracket for Albany, man. I was all over that.
Osmond's going to raise it here out of the blind. He's got pocket nines. He's going to make it 140 to go. Now, Mark's got pocket fives here, and he's not going to get involved.
I got to tell you, if Albany had pulled up that upset, I might have. I think I would have. I would have flown out tomorrow morning to Albany just to party on campus because that would have been great.
You actually went to Albany for a while before
I did.
transferring?
No, actually, I went to Hamilton College first, then went to Albany.
Oh, so you actually graduated from Albany?
I did.
Oh, I thought you graduated from Hamilton.
No, I went to Hamilton for 3 years and then went back to Albany for 2 years.
So you're a 5-year, huh?
I'm a 5-year, yeah. Well, all my credits didn't transfer.
Ah.
Actually, if I was smarter than I am, I probably would have taken about 8 years to graduate. Cheers!
Limped around here. 5-way action here, Dave. I'm waiting for some black cards. I'm waiting for some 8s. Here we go. $100 pot.
I know you're begging for him now, aren't you?
What? Ace, deuce, 3 here. Now, let's get ace 5. He's got top pair, and he's got a wheel draw. Got shot to the 4. No one else has an ace.
He also has backdoor diamonds. Definitely should be betting this. He doesn't.
Checked around. Turns of 10. Mark's picked up a flush draw over there on the button.
And there's a couple of, you got a couple of gut shots there. Nader and Mo both have a gut shot. If a queen or a jack were to hit off, those opponents would have it.
Now, this is such a clear cut for me. If I'm on the button, I raise Allen here. Well, now that, yeah, especially now if Nader calls, I think that you could actually make a pretty hefty raise here if you're Mark here. Again, you've got more dead money. Allen bets probably on a weak ace. Nader calls on some sort of draw. And if you popped it up big here, I
problem
think...
is you're popping it up on the button, though. What are you trying to represent? I understand what you're saying. You think Allen's got nothing, but what is he representing there?
Yeah, but that's not going through his head, though, Dave. If it's Allen.
Well, I'm asking you, though. What is he representing if Mark raises there? I don't believe it. What, he's gonna check an ace on the button?
River's an 8, and Mark backs into a pair, but Allen's got the best hand.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
No, I know.
I mean, if you're in an early position, it's a little different, but you're on the button, the 10 of clubs comes off.
Allen's going to throw a little $150, little stop bet out here. And Mark, again, he backed into a pair here, but Allen bet the turn and bet the river. You got to think he's probably at a weak ace, right?
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to think of hands. I mean, yeah, definitely, obviously. I think Mark's going to lay this down. I mean, but if you think of there, the 10 of clubs comes to the turn, and suddenly the button is raising. Okay, does 2 pair make any sense? Ace 10, yeah, that makes sense, but wouldn't he bet ace 10 on the flop? Probably. Okay, what about deuce 10? He's limping in on the button with deuce 10. Okay, what about 3-10?
I mean, I guess you could have slow played 4 or 5 there or something like that.
Right, but generally we see if somebody's slow playing, they're going to continue slow playing.
Yeah.
I just don't buy it. And oftentimes when I'm playing, sorry to interrupt you, oftentimes when I'm playing poker, that's what goes through my head. If somebody tries to make a move on me, I'll replay it in my head and I'll go, okay, does this make sense? What is this? What is he trying to represent to me? And does it make sense? If it does make sense, okay, I'll throw my hand away.
Mo's going to raise here to 400. He's got ace queen. Or 100, not 400, excuse me. And seat number 4 is going to make the call with ace 6 of clubs. He is dominated here. And we're heads up. Amir's out of there, so here we go. Let's see if an ace flops.
No ace.
King 5 deuce. Both people miss here.
Mo's going to probably follow through, and he does. He puts $150 in there. 140, sorry. He's going to take it down.
Yeah. Looked like Nader was in there. Couldn't tell what he had, but Mo's bets into 2 people, and he takes it down.
Is there cash on the table there?
So are you going to play tomorrow?
I don't know. I'm actually I'm not sure if I'm going to play tomorrow or maybe Sunday. Now, tomorrow's event, once again, I'll tell you, is a $200 multi-rebuy no-limit hold'em tournament. Starts at 4:15, and prize pool should be crazy tomorrow night. Now, Sunday's tournament is also pretty exciting. Sunday's a 2-day event, and it's a no-limit hold'em event. It's a $1,500 buy-in tournament. 2-day event. And I was considering playing Sunday's event. I mean, come on, what are the odds that I actually last till day 2?
Right. Limp here on the button with Queen 6 of clubs.
Why?
Exactly.
Why? Why limp in on the button with Queen 6?
Amir's in there. We need to see his hand, and Mo's in the hand.
Yeah, we cannot see Amir's hand.
King 9 deuce here. Couple spades.
You know what I mean? If you're limping in with, like, you know, King Queen, King Jack, I mean, what?
Checked around here. Amir's got Jack deuce. He actually has the best hand. Turns to 3. And now he's going to throw out a little $30
Well, why
bet
not?
out
You
there.
know what? This guy's going to give me the pot. I'll take it. And he's going to look. Mo's not even paying attention. I mean, I just don't understand open limping with Queen 6 on the button there. I mean, unless you're against, hey, if the 2 blinds are complete fish, I mean, I'm going complete donkeys, and I don't want to raise them. I really want to keep the pot small because I know I can outplay them so badly on a flop.
Yep.
It'd be the only time.
Email here from Clapman. He says, could you email me the information on where I find that ESPN poker you were talking about? We're not talking about ESPN poker. We're talking about our tournament brackets.
Yes.
The Live at the Bike fan started on ESPN.
Yeah,
Fantasy.
one of our best fans, Kev Math, over at 2
Right.
Plus 2, started a great bracketology, I suppose you could say, over at ESPN.com.
Nader's limped in here with an ace-queen suited.
Nice hand from Mo here. He's got Jack 10 suited in the small blind. And he'll probably limp in. He does.
Allen's got 7-3 offsuit.
And he'll tap the
This game
table.
has not been chock full of action here without Mike.
No.
3-way action here. King 5 ace. Mo's got a gut shot. Nader's got top pair and the nut flush draw
Oh,
here,
he's
Dave.
huge hand for Nader.
He's going to throw a bet out.
Huge hand for Nader.
Now, again, in a table like this, I'd probably bring in ace-queen suited for a raise for value, right?
Yeah, I mean, the only player at this table that's really raising it up is Mo.
Right.
And he's not really even getting out of line. I mean, I'm not quite sure what he was thinking on that hand with ace-8 against Mir earlier.
Button moves over here to seat 8.
Ronnie asked us to put it. Ronnie, our card statistician, asked us to put him in. I say we sooner put in Isaac or Ray.
I would say that.
Interestingly enough, I've actually played in 2 poker tournaments now with Isaac, and Isaac's actually won one.
Yeah, but not because of his skill, though.
What do you mean not because of skill? I played 2 poker tournaments with you. You didn't win either one. He won one. And I got it, and he came in second place in the second one.
Amir's limped in here, it looks like. And Allen's going to... Oh, Allen raised it up a little bit? Oh, Allen raised... We had a $40 raise by Amir, and Allen made a mini re-raise with King 9 of hearts, and we're heads up. Queen 9-3.
It's all black. You should do something for that.
Now, Allen's got the best hand here, and he's going to throw out a little $100 bet with middle pair. And he's going to take it down. Funny thing is a couple nights ago, Dave, we had probably 15 3-flush flops throughout the show.
You never know when it's going to happen,
Yeah.
folks. We've had 2 already. I mean, at
Yeah.
this pace, I'll be drinking about 6 or 7 shots.
Right, right.
You'll have none. So, now the only thing I will say about Isaac, I do like his game, but he did call off all his chips with Queen Deuce.
No. Queen Deuce?
He called off all his chips with Queen Deuce. He raised, I moved all in, and he called me all in with Queen Deuce.
Yeah, but did he have like 3 or 4 to 1, though?
No.
No.
He was calling off all his chips.
I remember it was like Queen 10.
No, it was Queen Deuce.
No.
Quite clear.
Button moves over here to Allen, and he's got ace-8 diamonds. He's just going to limp here after Nader limped from up front. Really passive game here so
Yeah,
far.
it is. I was pissing him off, though. I think I moved all in like 7 hands in a row. When he finally said, forget it, I'm calling you with Queen High.
3-way action here.
Well, there it is, Queen Deuce.
Queen Deuce 10. Nader's got top 2 here. How about Queen 10? He's going to come out and bet.
Well, that's pretty good, too.
And Allen shows Mo ace-8 of diamonds. Like, I guess that's some sort of bad beat. That flop.
Look at this monster. I've got.
yeah.
How could I not flop 3 diamonds?
And the button's going to move over here to George in seat 1.
What are the odds of actually when you have like the ace high flush draw, like ace 8 of diamonds? What are the odds of you actually flopping a 3 flush?
You mean flopping a flush?
Yeah. You have 2 cards, you flop a flush. What are the odds?
I think it's something like 2 or 3% flop a flush, something like that. Yeah. I don't know that off the top of my head. Maybe someone can help us out there.
Clearly the odds are high enough to really push, though.
$70 bet here by seat 4. He's going to raise. Queen 10 of diamonds. Alan calls with Queen 9. He is dominated here. Mo calls with pocket 4s. And we're going to see it 3 ways here.
This is the kind of game where you can definitely make a lot of money, but you kind of have to wait for the cards.
Yep.
Because you're going to get paid off, but you got to wait and kind of, pick your spots.
King 6 queen here. Well, Mark's got middle pair, and so does Alan. And he's going to throw out a continuation bet here. Mo quickly gets away from it. And Alan's going to call. And you never know where Alan is when he makes this call, Dave.
You could have a 6, you could have queen.
Flush draw, straight draw, turns at 3.
The only thing I'm pretty sure he doesn't have you're probably sure he doesn't have a king with a good kicker. Because if he had a king with a good kicker, he'd probably raise.
Check here. And now when Alan checks behind the guy, you're probably...
wow.
Look at this. The river's a case queen.
And the 10 will play, folks. Both players have trip queens with a king, and then obviously a 10 and a 9.
And he's going to come out and bet.
And Mark has the best hand here. His 10 will play.
He
This
bets
game,
400 here.
Hold'em is a game of kickers.
And Alan's kind of short. He might move the rest of his chips all in here, Dave. It's a $400 river bet here.
What does he have? He's about 700 left?
Pot's about 1,000. 400 to call. Yeah, he's got about 700
can you
left.
raise this? And I guess you can with that little money there. And think maybe you'll get called by a king because the money is so small.
Right.
If somebody had a king, they'd call you.
No, he's just going to call.
Yeah. No, he moved
No,
all
he
in.
does move all in. And Mark is going to make the call. And like we say, the 10 is going to play here.
Yeah. And I don't actually, the more I think about it, if you're real deep, I think you can only call with Queen 9 there.
Right.
But with that much money, by moving in, because it's so little, you'll probably get called by a king.
Right. Oh, absolutely. You have to almost get called by a king.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And let's say the guy had like King Jack. He bet once, you called, he was a little scared.
Well, the funny thing
then
there
the
is-
river came out and he goes, okay, I'll bet for value.
Say that they were really deep there. Mark makes a bet and Alan raises. Boy, with Queen 10, you can't beat Queen Jack there. Can't
No.
beat Ace Queen, you can't beat Queen Jack. There's almost nothing you can beat.
Right.
Yeah. We're here live at the bike. We're playing 10-20 no limit hold'em. Doing the drinking game. Anytime the flop comes all diamonds, all hearts, Dave takes a shot at bush moves. Clubs or spades, I take a shot. Couple of 8s on the flop, I take a shot. Couple of 6s on the flop, Dave takes a shot.
Is it apes?
8s.
Eights. I think it's
Trip
apes.
8s, I take 2. Trip 6s, Dave takes 2.
How about pocket jacks for seat 3 on 3? Nader's got jacks.
And Dave has taken 2 shots, and I've taken 0 so far.
I don't see anybody have nobody has any spades. I think you're in bad shape here.
5-way action here. Ace, King, 5, rainbow. George has got a ace here. Nader did not raise out of the small blind with jacks limped around.
Hey, that's a way to play it. It's fine to play it that way as long as now you get rid of it. You realize, okay, the flop, and he does. Gets rid of it. Nice play by Nader.
George bets 100 here with ace 6. Flop is ace, King, 5.
I mean, I know a lot of good players that will just limp in and try to hit their set and win a big pot with jacks.
And Alan calls with a gut shot here, Dave, that turns a 9. Check.
George has now picked up a monster. He's now got top pair with the flush draw.
And he bets
Nader's not in the
200.
hand.
Stop chasing, man.
And if Alan were to catch a jack that was a heart here, he'd be in big trouble.
And if he caught a jack that was not a heart, he'd be in big trouble too because George might kill him.
Right. Folds. Might break some $100 chips, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Man, I just did a mistake, man. I want you to pull it.
Button moves over here to seat 3.
I want you in my putts. I'm sorry. I won't ever say that again.
Look at that. I think every time we do a shot, Ronnie's on his second monster.
Oh, wow. Now, is your wife coming down here tonight?
I'm not sure. I hope so, but I don't know.
It's always fun to see your wife here. Kind of.
Wait, it's so fun. When do you see her?
No, what I mean is like I just think
She's
it's
been
fun.
here like twice in like 2 years.
I think it's funny to see your wife and Isaac together because they kind of have that special relationship going on from that last party that was at your house.
What the hell are you talking about? Special relationship.
knife-threatening relationship.
Oh, a knife-threatening relationship. I see what you mean. Right. My wife did threaten. I guess you could say threatened. I'm not even going to get into it.
Limped around. Ace, 8 on the flop.
Is it 8?
It's an 8. Oh.
There we go.
Oh, there it is.
Well, to the hand now. Nobody has an ace. Nader has a flush draw, folks.
But no one's in the pair game with Monit yet because Mike's not here.
Deuce on the turn changes nothing. Nader still has a straight draw. He has a straight draw and a flush draw. But seat number 7, Amir, is going to bet this with nothing. He's got a heart draw. That's it. The best hand is actually still... Is Russ in there with ace-7?
No, he's out now.
He's out there now, okay.
Again, Amir is the better here with a flush draw. Osman's going to get out. King Jack's going to get out. And I'm speechless, Dave.
Enjoy your
See
drink.
these fireworks. There they are.
And Bart downs the hatch. There we go. Cheers. Cheers, my friend.
How can you not say that's smooth?
I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking.
Compared to, like, bourbon? You ever had bourbon before, man?
I don't think either one is smooth. It's not
that's
bad.
smooth.
Smooth? Okay. Whatever.
Irish whiskey is smooth.
Button moves over to seat 4.
1608.
Small blind is Osmond. Big blind is Jubilee. Amir is under the gun. Speaking of under the gun, if you want to read my blog, you can go to liveatthebike.com.
Yep.
Go to the left-hand side, and you see Tuckman under the gun. And that's kind of my blog. I'm going to update it probably tomorrow.
Here we go with another chip count here.
About $26,000 on the table. Did money leave the table? Oh, no. I got
Yeah,
it.
we had miscalculated the first time. So let's take a look at the differences now.
Yeah, and look at it there.
Yeah,
Amir's
there we
a
go.
big winner after Mo's gift. Amir's up $3,100. Allen is down $2,200. Mo is down $1,500. Everybody else is pretty close to even. Jubilee down $900. And it's limped around here 4 ways.
Yep.
$80 pot.
$80 pot.
Queen 10-3, couple of diamonds.
Yep.
I know, I thought, but so close.
So close to Dave doing another shot. Amir's going to come out and bet here with 10 deuce. He's got middle pair, garbage kicker. He bets 40. Osman's going to get away from it. And Jubilee's going to get away from it.
So this is actually perfect. We were trying to think of the actual perfect prop bet
We were
for
doing like
us.
2 to 3 shots an hour, right?
And it's actually
Yeah.
perfect because
Yeah.
right now we're on pace to do a collective about 10 shots.
Right. But I'm still going to probably drink 4 Guinnesses to your, like, 2.
Yes, I know.
What are you going to do?
How was that filet mignon?
If this is on draft, I would drink a lot faster. I gotta tell
Think
you.
so?
Only problem when it comes so cold.
Well, Guinness on draft is almost like a milkshake.
With the head, you know.
Oh,
thick
it's so
head.
good. Yeah, exactly. It's like I love that.
How about the widget can?
The what?
The widget can. You don't like the can?
Yeah, I mean, it's good, but the draft, anything on draft is better, obviously.
Four-way. Well, I always like draft beer.
Of course.
Of any type of beer. I love the people that think they're beer snobs and only drink bottled beer. It's such crap. King 8 queen here.
Yeah, it's Mark has got a pretty good flop. He's got second pair with the flush draw, queen deuce, spades.
And he's going to bet 70.
Jubilee has second pair also. He's actually the best hand right now. But once he gets him to fold,
And Allen, there you go. Allen calls with bottom pair here. He calls with jack 8. Turns a 4. Let's see if Mark actually takes a card. He does. And the river's an 8, and Allen makes trips. Unbelievable. And he bets. Wow. He bets 160. Obviously, if he caught a jack of spades, he'd be in big trouble, Dave. That was pretty much the only card he could catch there. Only couple cards, the offsuit 8.
now why don't you explain to our viewers why you're not drinking? I see 2 8s out there.
It's 2 8s on the flop.
Oh,
It's the pair game. And Allen shows the 8, Dave. Like I never quite understand that either. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I actually saw Hav, of course, George's buddy, take a horrible beat out there today, Dave.
Hob did?
Yeah, Hav had, the board on the turn was queen, 8, 8. And he check raised the guy. He had queen 3. Check raised the guy big on the turn, and the guy called, and the river was an 8. And Hav checked, and the guy bet, and Hav called, and the guy had an 8.
Wow. Wow. That's really bad.
Yeah, seat number 1 here, George is going to raise with king, jack, a
Guy caught
hearts.
his 1 outer. Man,
It was
that's
Matt, you know Matt, right?
Yeah.
Nader calls with ace king of diamonds. Seat number 4 is going to call with queen 7 of spades, and Mo's in there with ace queen.
Now, Mo knows Nader. Mo knows Nader's not putting money in the pot unless he has something.
Well, it's actually George who is the pre-flop raiser here.
No, but I'm just wondering if an ace
Yeah.
comes out, is Mo going to get in trouble when Nader shows strength?
Four-way action here. It's about a $320 pot. 9-6-8 here on the flop. Well, Mark's open-ended.
Yeah, Mark's actually got the best flop here. You know, when you see all that Broadway out there, it's no coincidence the flop comes out 9 high.
But he's not going to bet from position here, Dave, with the open-ended straight draw. And the turn's at 9, and I'm a little surprised. Now Mo's going to take a shot at it.
Why not?
He bets 300. I mean, I don't blame George for raising pre-flop and then just checking it with 3 people back afterwards with King Jack. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, he has no heart draw, no backdoor heart draw even,
Right.
no pair, no nothing. And Mo earns himself a pot there. He did not have the best hand, not even close. Not the best draw. He's almost, actually, he was drawing very slim.
Again, you know, I wonder,
Could have caught a
it
queen.
seems like Mark was playing a little bit tight. I'm really surprised that you called George's raise with queen 7 up and down suited again. It's just,
Yeah.
you know, especially with Nader in there. Like, you make a case, Dave, sometimes you say, well, I'll call George heads up in position because I might take it away from him. Well, now you get a guy in the middle in between now, too.
Yeah.
And you call, you might induce other people to call behind you because you're not even really in late position, right?
Right.
Yeah.
People they kind of overrate that flush draw possibility. Like I said, I mean, once in a while, I'll call with an up and down hand if I'm on the button against a player that plays very predictable.
Nathan on 2+2 has said that actually flopping a flush is 5%. So there you go.
I actually think it's a little bit less than that, but it's pretty close enough that obviously not very high.
King, king, deuce here on the flop.
Man, if we had picked kings, I think that's the third time it's
Yeah.
been like king, king.
Gets checked around the turn to queen. And the river's an ace here.
And Russ gets there.
Yeah, Russ is backed into the best hands.
Yeah, Mo did not bet his queen 5 on the turn.
Yeah, no one's going to bet, man.
And Russ is going to take it down there. So the tally after about an hour here is Dave is 2 shots, I'm 1 shot. We're not going to get hammered, but, you know, 6 shots apiece, plus another 3 beers over 3 hours, 9 drinks. I don't think that's bad. We still have a broadcast to do. I mean, come on, people. Right?
Yeah. Well, is somebody pressuring us to drink more?
Well, some guy said that, so 3 hours, 100 hands equals 5 drinks. Lame. Tom D-Name.
Right.
Come on, Tom.
I also would like to play poker after the webcast as well.
Fun's going to move over here to seat 8. That's Mo.
Now, next time, I'll tell you, if we ever do this show at my house, let's
Yeah.
say we bring the table to my house, we do it there, okay, I'll get wasted. I have no problem with that. I will get absolutely, I mean, I will be crawling on the ground. I have no problem with that.
Limped around here and we get 4-way action. Not a lot of Oh! Ace, queen, 9, all hearts. Hey, listen.
David! Fox is gonna give you a ride.
And look at this. 2 people have ace 9 here, Dave. Two pair. Oh, look at that. He poured some of the shot out. What a pussy.
I'm gonna give you a ride, don't worry.
Oh, great. Mo's giving me a ride home.
We get a bet here by Mark with ace 9.
I hope Mo knows I don't put out.
Look at this. Mark bets with ace 9. Osmond calls with ace 9. And Russ is in there with a nut flush draw and a gut shot to the 10. The turn's at 3. Pot's about $400, and Mark is going to lead again here. He bets 260. And Osmond looks like he's in call mode here. And again, Russ has got
Well, can you, I mean, it's an interesting spot. I mean, if you raise, can you get called by a hand worse than yours? I mean, I guess maybe you can get called by ace king with the king of hearts or ace jack with the jack of hearts. That's it.
Well, and Russ is not going to get involved here, Dave.
Well, this is going to get chopped up then.
And the river's a heart, and Russ would have gotten there. You know, it's funny. Mark puts out a little bet there on the turn, and Osmond calls. If you don't put a guy on a flush, why wouldn't you call with king of hearts, jack off suit there with 1 card to come? I mean, you're almost getting 4-1 on the money.
I understand what you're saying.
You know?
It's just tough, obviously,
Yeah.
when you don't have the nut flush draw. I mean, I probably would have just laid it down.
He did have the nut flush draw.
Oh, I thought he had the jack of hearts.
The flop was ace, queen, 9. He had king,
Okay, I
jack.
can't talk anymore. I got to drink.
Here we go.
How can I? How can I? Then you call.
That's some good stuff. Thank you.
When you said 2 pairs, I said I'm not.
What did you say, Evelyn? I think Evelyn's. We're ordering bread.
Evelyn's worried
Just
about
in
me.
case. Bread.
Evelyn's worried about me.
Bread.
Yeah, make it easier.
Bread. No, what I'm saying is that Russ had King of Hearts, Jack, off suit. If you don't put somebody on a flush draw already, you've got the nut flush draw. You're almost getting 4-1. So, you know, if a heart comes, you win, and probably
Right.
if a 10 comes, you win.
Well, if you don't put somebody in a heart, then yes, the 10 comes you win.
On a flopped flush, I'm saying.
Right, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Ace King here for seat 5. I
I
just
see what
think
you
I
mean.
might have made that call.
You know, for a second there, I actually thought it was a King of Diamonds with the Jack of Hearts.
No, it's
But
King
you're
of
right,
Hearts,
King
Jack
of Hearts,
off-
Jack of
yeah,
Diamonds.
yeah.
So yeah, he probably should have called it, especially with 2 players in there.
4-way action here. Osmond did not raise with Ace King here, Dave. King 10-7.
Well, he's hitting his best hand here. Amir's got second pair. Let's see if Amir gets involved.
Well, seat 2, Russ has got King 3 here from up front. And Osmond checks it. I think he thinks he's got the stone cold nuts. He's going to slow play. And let's see, Russ is going to make the call. And let's see if Amir's going to make the check raise here with 1 pair. You know, I think Osmond thinks that Ace King is like aces, and he was probably going for the limp re-raise, to be honest with you. And he's going to check raise here.
Well, we see Mike, Corporation Mike. He plays Ace King like that almost every time.
Yeah.
He limps in hoping to re-raise later on.
Yeah, I'm sure Amir's going to get out, and I don't think Russ is going to get involved here with King 3 either.
Well, once Amir folds, obviously. King 3 here. What can you beat?
I would have put a move on you.
Yeah, he's going to take it down. Dave, are you calling off the bread?
I don't need bread. I'll be honest with you. It's been a long time since I've drank a lot.
Right.
Okay?
You've only
I
had
can-
3 shots.
That's
in
what
an
I'm saying.
hour.
I
It's
can
not
still
that
drink. I'm
much.
fine. Look at her. She brings in little bread and butter.
Oh, yeah, bring French fries in. That'll do the trick.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Yeah. We got pocket aces here for Mo in seat 8. An ace
Wow.
queen for Allen.
Yeah, I tell you, your other prop bet was actually if somebody had a pair 10s or higher and somebody else had a higher pair.
But we haven't seen that yet tonight.
Well, you're not going to see that very often. You thought you'd see it a bunch.
Mo's going to raise it up here to 220. And Allen's going to call. Allen has posted dead here. He probably went out to take a smoke. And he makes the call. Now, Amir's got a little suited ace-3, Dave, and all the aces are dead. You can see 4 aces out there. And Osmond actually has a hand, well, it's really a stretch. He's got deuce-5 of spades.
Hey, I got to tell you, in all those flip a call, that's the kind of hand I don't mind playing it with.
He's
The
not
problem is he's
position.
out of position. Exactly.
Yeah, he's not going to play.
If I'm on the button, I might sooner call that.
And we're heads up here. Now, the only thing that Allen can catch here is a queen, and let's see if he gets in trouble if he hits a queen.
Yeah.
It's about a $400 pot here. 9-4-7. Oh,
He's pretty safe there. Mo has the ace of clubs, just in case he comes running on a club.
he's going to bet. He bets 500
You
here.
have a pair. Is that what you asked?
Alan's not going to call this. Got a great email here from Raymond Charles Clark. He was answering the flush odds thing. If you are holding 2 suited cards, the odds against you flopping a flush are 0.84% or 118 to 1.
I got to interrupt you here for a second because this is one of the other props too. We say when Allen makes a move like he's going to raise and then smiles and folds, we were going to drink.
Right.
I think we got one of them right here.
Guaranteed.
Let's see.
No, bro, I just ordered that filet mignon. I ordered exactly.
No smile though.
No, I think he was actually thinking of making a move.
Oh, you think so?
I actually think he was really thinking of making a move there. Because he didn't do the smile. Anyway, so it's about 1%, folks. If you hold 2 flush draws. So when you have a hand, let's say you have Queen 6 suited,
Yeah.
or Queen 6 offsuit. If you're wondering, should I call somebody's raise? If you wouldn't call their raise with unsuited cards, you probably shouldn't call their raise with suited cards.
Right.
It just doesn't add that much value to it.
Right.
Now, the only time I might change it is, let's say I have ace-4, ace-3, and it's suited. Once in a while, I might call a small raise against a predictable player that can't get away from the hand.
Right. William
And-
Kim emails us and says, "Hey Tuckman, did you tell the story about Osmond's luring a call by using I'll give you $500 call if you call thing? I feel your pain on that one, man." Do you know William Kim?
I don't. Maybe he was at the table.
Oh,
You know, actually, well, it's funny.
4-5 deuce here on the flop.
This would be a good time to have ace-3.
Right. And now Mo's going to bet here. He's got a straight draw to the 6. No one else really has anything. And William Kim,
Osmond's
Dave did tell that
open-ended.
story. You're right. He's got the 3. No, there
You
is
want
a
to get
flush
involved.
out there.
And this is kind of a time to either raise or fold, though,
No,
right?
you won't pay me if he comes.
Yeah, he shows a 3, and he says, you're not going to pay me if it comes, so I'm going to throw it away. And he does. I did tell that story, but I'll tell you the interesting thing is, a lot of times people will lure somebody into calling by saying, hey, I'll give you $500 back if you call. But in this case, I actually
priced
had,
you in, right?
Well, the funny thing is, you know, some people would say, well, Dave was probably almost drawing dead, right, if the guy's going to give you $500 back.
Right.
No, I had 18 outs going to the river. And with 44 unseen cards,
Yeah.
I actually had, so you do the math there, obviously, 26 cards for Osmond, 18 for me, and he gave me $500 back. It was kind of a no-brainer call at that point.
Right. Pocket aces here from Mark. Yeah, flopping a flush, we're getting consensus here, is about
About 1%.
118 to 1. Yeah,
Yeah.
not 5%. Yeah. Flopping all of one particular shoot is about 1.25% to 1.
Right.
There you go.
And obviously, if you have 2 more cards, it lowers it to 0.84%.
Mark has made a raise here.
Russ is going to call with 6s. Mark's got aces.
Yep.
To the flop, folks. Well, I'm in pretty good shape here.
Oh! 10-3-9!
How do I say that?
Oh my God, David.
Unbelievable. I see the 6s and I'm thinking I'm in great shape. Well, let's talk about the hand here. Okay, Mark's got the ace of diamonds.
Oh, man.
Russ has got absolutely nothing. And Mark's going to check it.
Wow, Mark checks
checks
it.
it. He's going to slow play it a little bit.
Yeah, it turns to 10.
And does that make you think, is that going to give Russ a shot at it? You wouldn't put your opponent on a 10 now. Might you think your 6s are good? And Russ is going to bet 200.
Yeah, and now Mark's going to raise. Makes it 500.
You know, I'm not a
thing
big
is-
fan of slow playing, but hey, you know what? Mark said, you know what? This guy's going to check to me. I've got the ace of diamonds in my hand.
Yeah.
I'm going to let one come off. And he earned himself $200. Obviously, Russ is not going to call this, I don't think.
Good. Though, hopefully, though, you just hope to God Russ doesn't have a 10, right? All right.
Yeah, I mean, it would really be odd. I mean,
Let's
I
see
guess
the
Russ is going to check
lights. Bing, bang, boom. Where are the lights? There they are. Here's this. I poured a little small shot for you.
What are we, an hour into the show? I've got 4 shots already?
I might have to start taking your shots.
And it's been like 3 diamonds. It's unbelievable. You know, I was supposed to be the black. I was supposed to be spades and clubs. Unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, man. Now all we need to see is Jack on the flop, and you're going to be really out of here, man.
I'm 6s.
Oh, that's right. Sixes. Yeah.
Keep going to the jacks. Gosh. I mean, I know it's all random. Jeez, in 1 hour I've got 4 shots. What are the odds? Well, somebody come up with the odds, please.
Yeah. Limped around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way action. 5 deuce.
Seat number 4 has a 5. Seat number 2, Russ actually has the best hand here. He's got overpair. He's got 6s. He's going to bet $70. And he's going to get called by seat number 4, who's got the 5. And Russ is in pretty good shape here.
Yes, he is with the overpair.
Hard for him to know that, though. It's always scary when somebody calls you. Well, now you got to kind of like your hand, don't you?
Yeah, I think I like it a lot. You know, I think it's a big bet for value here. I'm hoping someone's going to continue to call you with the 5.
And you don't have to bet that much. You don't want to scare your opponent out. You can continue betting, say 200, 250, 200.
Now, this is a
250.
much different case when you have a 5 here, because someone can easily have, you not necessarily put somebody on a deuce, but easily an overpair to the 5 that's limp.
Easily.
Yeah.
People that play limit hold'em think, oh, wait a second, somebody would have raised with a pair higher than that. Not no limit hold'em. No limit hold'em. Oftentimes people will limp in with pairs as
Right.
high as jacks.
Right. And he makes the call here, Dave. He needs to catch a 5 or a jack on the river. And the river's a 4. And hey, what? You know what? Russ should put another big... Oh, Russ checks it down.
Yeah, that's a weak...
I can't believe that. There was a great opportunity for us to value bet there.
Definitely a mistake. I mean, I understand you could say, well, if he couldn't seat number 4, couldn't Mark there have 7s or 8s? Yes, he could.
Yeah, but I
I
guess.
don't buy it, though.
Yeah.
I bet it.
I think I would have heard from him. Are you going to the water, or are you going to get another Guinness?
We're going to have a Guinness.
All right.
The Guinness is going to tame it down.
Bud moves over here to seat 6.
First hour was fine. If I have to do 4 more in the second hour, then we might be in trouble. I'm going to count on not 4 more though in the second hour.
Yeah, let's start getting some black flops out here. I'm rooting for them.
And the funniest thing is you love drinking. You're begging for it. You're like, come on.
George is going to raise here. He's going to mix it up. He's got 7-9 of clubs. And Russ has got pocket 10s to his immediate left here, Dave. Let's see what he's going to do. He's just going to smooth call. Sometimes George will open his game up a little bit and raise with some speculative hands out of position.
I don't mind the raise at 7-9 of clubs. I mean, the only thing I get upset about, not upset about it, just I question it, is when George raises with like 8 deuce offsuit.
Yeah, but you know what? Those 7-9 of clubs from early position, that is kind of speculative.
You know, it's speculative, but at least it's a connected hand.
Right.
There's some sort of
something like Jack Deuce when
Jack.
he doesn't.
Yeah, Jack Deuce has no value whatsoever. 7-9 has value. In this case, he doesn't have much value. He is
Queen Jack 8 on the flop. Well, he's going to come out lead. He's going to bet 300 here, and that might do it. I mean, Russ is staring at 2 overcards. He's got a gut shot to the 9.
Yeah.
But I mean, even if George had Ace King, do you really want to? I guess
I'm
we have Ace
I'm
King.
really looking to make moves more in middle to late position.
Right.
But hey, at least if he's going to make a
Wow.
move.
And Russ is going to call him here, Dave. Well, he's going to try to figure out what's going on. Pot's about $800. The turn's a deuce. And now George has a flush draw. Do you put a little stop bet out if you're George now?
No,
He's going to get big.
The funny thing is, Russ is not calling to see where he's at. He's calling for his gut shot.
You think so?
Yes,
Yeah.
I know Russ. Russ is not calling because he's hoping maybe George is bluffing. He's calling maybe he'll hit a 9. I'll get lucky.
Well, George has come out and bet, looks like, what is it, 600 or 800 here?
Russ is going to throw this away. You'll see. Almost guaranteed.
Boy, you get booze in you and get confident, don't you,
He's not confident. I know Russ. I mean, it's so obvious. You really think Russ is calling to, like, set up a play, or Russ is calling because maybe he thinks, hey, maybe my 10s are good. No, he sees a queen jack out there. He's scared, but he thinks, wait a second, if I catch a 9, I've got a straight. River would have been an ace of diamonds. Wouldn't have changed anything.
Would have been another card to scare Russ, though, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
George can easily bet
It's
again.
not a good flop for 10s.
Yeah.
If you're gonna just smooth call with 10s, the flop comes out like that, and your opponent bets at you.
Yeah.
You know, you're in 2 spots. You're pretty much raise or fold situation there. And what is this post by 22 Skidoo? Are the oysters in LA edible?
I guess, is that supposed to sober you down eating oysters? I don't know.
No. What? I love Awesome with the Guinness, and I'm a big oyster fan. I'm not really in the mood for them right now. But are the oysters in LA edible? You know, we don't actually get them here. We bring them in.
Yeah. Mark is going to raise here with Ace King. And Mo's going to call with King Queen suited. Mo is dominated here.
Do you like oysters?
I do. Although I think that the seafood place in Malibu is a bit overrated. What's
Which
that
one,
place?
Gladstone?
Yeah, Gladstone.
That's awful.
Allen's in there with Queen 7. 9 deuce 4 on the flop, Rainbow. It misses everyone. Mark's going to make a continuation bet here. He bets 230. He's going to take it down there, Dave. I mean, I wouldn't say necessarily it's awful.
It's
but
not. It's nothing special. It's a touristy little spot. It's not a place to go for seafood, really. It's actually a place in Glendale that's got great seafood. I'll pick it up and bring it home.
There's actually a place right by where I live called Delmonico's in Pico. Have you heard of that?
I have. Yeah, I mean, Delmonico's. They also have one in the valley I've been to.
Oh, really?
It's okay.
Well, I mean, it's not like legal seafoods, but I mean,
Right,
we
it's
can't
not
all
like-
be in Boston.
Exactly. You know, you're from Boston. Obviously, the seafood out here is
Right.
somewhat lacking. Although the sushi out here is fabulous.
Yeah, yeah. Button's over there in Mo's hand, seat 8.
Wow. And under the gun raise here from Russ. What do you think he has?
He only has ace jack offsuit, but maybe he's taking advantage of the table. It's real passive. Why not raise? He's going to get a call from Amir. Amir is dominated with the queen jack of diamonds.
If I'm playing at a tough table, ace jack offsuit under the gun.
Yeah.
Muck, right? You too? I mean, if I'm at a tough table.
I mean, do
Tough
you think
aggressive
this is
table.
a tough table?
I don't.
Right.
I'm talking about a tough table.
8-8-9 here. 8-8-9 on the flop.
Oh my God.
All right.
Well, that's you.
Yeah.
That's all you. And Mo's got to be so upset because if Mike were here, he'd be making money.
Right.
Well, nobody's here to pay him off.
And Russ is going to make the continuation bet here.
Mo's having a good time at least this.
Now, is George going to get involved with 7s here, Dave? It's a continuation bet by Russ, who usually does not play this post-flop aggressive. And look at Amir. Amir's going to call with the gut shot. This might get George to fold the best hand now.
I would lay down 7s here. I definitely would lay down 7s. Russ,
I might lay it down heads up to Russ. I've never seen post-flop aggression. from
Russ has raised.
Wait a minute. What is George going to do?
George looks like he's going to call. Wow.
He's going to check raise. He's going to check raise. to see where he's at.
Hey, it's better than calling, that's for sure. Great play by George, because I would not have made this money here. And George is going to win this pot. And it's a great play by George. I got to tell you, if Russ is going to raise under the gun, and then he follows through with the bet, and then Amir calls, my sevens hit the muck very quickly.
Well, maybe you think that he can get Amir off of a 9, or Amir's on a draw. And Amir is on a draw.
Wow, and look at that. George had the best hand. Hard for him to know that. And great play by George. I got to hand it to him.
Well, with the flop being 8-8-9, it's time for me to take another shot.
There you go. Well, and I got to tell you, that's no girly shot like I've been doing. I've been doing those little girly shots. Big shot. Big man.
Smooth.
Smooth. You look like you're sick. Look at him. He's like, smooth. Here's to you.
No, I'm telling you, it does not have that aftertaste like a bourbon.
No, there's no aftertaste. Afterwards, it's very smooth. But it's not like it's not candy going down my mouth.
Well, it's Irish whiskey, man. I mean, Jesus.
Button is in seat 9.
Again, you can email us at liveatthebike.com. Questions, comments, suggestions.
Yeah, we try to keep the show as interactive as possible, kind of like a radio show feel.
Yep.
We really do appreciate the emails.
6-way action here. Queen, Jack, Deuce. Queen, 9 of diamonds over there for seat number 4.
You know, the interesting thing is, originally it was going to be I was going to have spades and clubs, and you were going to have diamonds and hearts.
Was it really?
You would have had 6 shots already, and I would have none.
Oh, because we weren't going to do the same color.
Right.
Oh, wow, that would have been something. I think that was too confusing, though. That's why we did it all one color.
Wow.
Mark is going to bet here with Queen 9, and Amir's going to call with middle pair with Jack 9.
Oh, you want a shot?
No.
And actually, you know, the action is actually, it got checked to Amir. He bet, and Mark check raised with Queen 9 here, Dave. I mean, is Queen 9 good enough to check raise here? But I guess, in this case, he does have the best hand.
Well...
I mean, I don't know. I mean, he might have actually made more money off of it, because he might have bet, and Amir might have just folded. You never know.
Is it good enough to check raise? Well, I like check raising better than just calling, probably. I mean, you get a little bit of information. The only problem is, though, is you get called one time.
You're out of position the rest
You
of
have
the
no
game.
idea what you're... I mean, let's say Amir calls him there.
Right.
Well, then what do you do?
That one shows you green. No, you're chewing that. Very nice.
Button moves over here to seat number 1. That's
The only way I
George.
can hold it secure in my mouth.
What the hell is George eating over there?
I don't know.
Oh, he's drinking a cocktail there, too. I think George wants to take some shots with us at the end of the night. He said he was going to end about a half an hour early.
I got drunk and I won.
At the end of the night.
And Mo said, last night I got drunk and I won. That's true.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it bodes well for me tonight, huh?
Right.
Adjust the blinds. You guys check.
Where the hell is Corporation Mike?
Still on the road.
My goodness.
We should have a GPS system hooked up to Mike, so we know exactly where he is.
Right.
At all moments.
Button moves over here to seat 3.
Hook it up to his bald head.
Like a little transistor. Stick it
Yeah, I
out
want to
there.
apologize in advance. If I come out with anything rude tonight, I want to blame my producer. This was her idea completely.
It's funny. The thing about being from Boston, Dave, is that everybody is Irish or Italian.
Of course.
I don't think you don't really find many people that are Irish or Italian out here in California, do you?
Only transplants.
Yeah.
Only really cool transplants.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law is actually, his name is Kevin O'Leary. A good old Bostonian Irish kid. Good guy, too.
70 is a bet.
Mark's going to bring it in for 70 here in the
I gotta
small
tell you,
line.
it's looking good for you. You're pretty safe here. I mean, you see an 8 out there, there's clubs out there, there's spades out there. Oh.
Jack 7-6. Well, Osmond would have flopped the flush.
Wow,
But look
what
at
a
this.
flop
Osmond's
for
got
Osmond.
he's got a flush draw and he's open-ended. And Mark flops top pair. Now Mark's going to come out and bet. He's going to bet 240, and Osmond really has a big enough hand to make a move here.
Oh,
Dave.
if I'm Osmond, I'm raising this flop right
I
away.
mean, you could make it something like 500 or 1,000, right?
Definitely.
He's going
I
to
gotta say, if
call.
I have Osmond's hand here, I don't mind putting all the money in on the flop.
You mean if you raise and get a re-raise,
I'm moving all in.
you just hope the guy doesn't have a set of jacks.
I don't care if he's a set of jacks.
Well, he just makes the call.
I have a huge hand. Now my hand's not quite
Now
as
let's
big.
see if he can.
You saw he was actually a favorite on the flop, 57%.
But look at this. They're agreeing to check it down,
Well,
Dave.
wow, look at that. He caught a straight flush.
Yeah, he made a straight flush on the river. They agreed to check it down. He called once and they said check it down, and they checked it down.
Now on the flop is Jack 7-6. We leave it up there 1 second.
2 cards straight flush for Osmond.
Right. If you leave the flop there, that flop there, Osmond is actually a favorite over Ace Jack.
Absolutely.
And I have no problem, and this is what we always talk about. Thank you very much, Isaac. We always talk about if you want to be a winner in No Limit Hold'em, you've got to be willing to gamble. And in that case there, he was almost a 57 to 43% favorite. Well, I have no problem putting all my money in the pot there.
What I said was that you don't want to see a set of jacks, but to finish my point off, the chances that he has an overpair, one pair there, or ace jack, are much better than him having a set. And the fold equity that you get with making a move there is so great that the only hand that you're behind is a set of jacks, right?
Exactly.
That's pretty much it, unless you raise with 7s out of the blind.
And even if he has a set of jacks there, I want to say it's probably close to 50-50.
No, 60-40.
Is it even that? I mean,
Yeah,
I don't even think
60-40
it's that
with
bad.
the redraws, I think. 60-40 with the redraws.
And do me a favor, somebody at home, go to liveatthebike.com,
Pokulator.
go to the Pokulator, and click in there, Jack 7-6 with 2 spades, 8-9 of spades against pocket jacks. Because I'm curious what the odds are. I'm betting it's probably 44 for the 8-9 of spades, 56.
It might be that. It might be that. I think it's 55 to 60%.
Okay, so at worst I'm 44%, at best I'm 57%, and I've got huge fold equity.
Checked around on the flop here. Nader had ace deuce. He did not come and bet. And now he's made 2 pair. And now Mo is going to bet on a flush draw. Let's see if Nader raises here. He caught 2 pair on the turn. He did not bet the flop with ace deuce. And he's just going to call.
I got to tell you, we give Ronnie a lot of crap for not getting the cards up there in time. Nice job by him this time, huh?
And look at this. Mark is going to overcall with pocket 4s. Mo bet, Nader called, and Mark overcalls with 4s.
Well, he might catch a 4.
Here we go to the river. The river's a 10.
Osmond is not in the hand.
And Mo makes a straight. He had a gut shot and a flush draw, and he made the straight on the river. He caught the 10, and he's got it with 7.
Is Nader going to pay him off?
Yeah, he does. I'm just really surprised that Nader didn't raise on the turn. I mean, David got checked around on the flop.
Yeah.
You know? Makes the straight.
And Mo backs into it. He had a lot of outs, obviously. 9 hearts and obviously another 3 10s. He had 12 outs there to the win. Got one of them.
We're halfway through the show. Dave's taken 4 shots. I've taken 2 shots.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
I've had 2 beers. Dave's had 1. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Is this your second or your third?
This is my second.
Okay, so we're both in our second.
Yeah. I gotta keep up here with my beers. Hey, the bread's right there, man. Bud's gonna move over here to seat 5. That's Osmond.
I mean, I point that all the time, and it was funny when I decided to go into more of No Limit Hold'em, and I really left propping, and I became more of a professional poker player, not semi-pro, so to speak. I talked to Mo about it a little bit, and there's a lot of what Mo has a lot of wisdom to offer, but at the same time, obviously, there's some things you can watch and you go, "Wow, Mo, what the heck's he doing?"
Right.
But Mo did say, if you want to be really successful playing No Limit Hold'em, you do have to gamble a little bit, and I agree with that. I don't think you can sit there and wait for the nuts and expect to make a lot of money.
Osmond made a raise here with King Queen, and Nader called him with King 8.
Oh, well, that was close.
Yeah, the flop comes off all red but 1 diamond. Ace 5-4.
I thought for a second
And look
that
at this.
was.
Nader checks, and Nader makes a flush here on the turn. Got shot straight flush draw, and he's going to come out and bet.
Yeah, and Osmond's got absolutely nothing here. I mean, this is an easy fold for Osmond.
Well, he raised the pre-flop, and he checked the flop.
Yeah, exactly. When you check the flop, it's done with. Take it over. Bye-bye.
I mean, even though Osmond usually gives a lot of action, I got to tell you, usually when we see players move up to levels, even if they have a lot of money, a successful businessman has made a lot of money for a reason. He's not the type of guy that's going to piss away $10,000, $20,000, $30,000.
No.
I mean, once they move
Not in
up,
one night. It might take a month to do that.
He's a little bit more guarded in this game, I think.
Well, Osmond's a smart guy. I mean,
Yeah.
take a look at Osmond there. I mean, he's a good poker player. He knows what he's doing. He's got a feel for it. He just has good. He's not here to make money, though. He's here to gamble. He's here to have a good time.
Right.
That doesn't mean that he's not smart, though, and he's not a good player, though.
Bun's going to move over to Jubilee. We haven't seen Jubilee
I
play
mean,
in
one of my
over an
best friends
hour.
in the whole world, this kid, actually one of my best friends from high school, actually lives in the D.C. area. He's a decent poker player. When he's playing poker, he's playing for fun. But he has another job.
Right.
Doesn't mean that he's going to sit there and donk it up, though.
Osmond's going to make a bluff at this. It got limped around on the flop. and it got checked in. He's going to bet with queen high. He's going to take it down.
I mean, let's be honest.
We see that, though,
Yeah.
with ace high. You know, you bet out there.
Right. The vast majority of players out there in the world that play poker, you know, a lot of poker, they have another job.
Get this away from us. Are you kidding? She just
I
brought
mean,
French fries
yeah.
in here for us.
No desire for French
I know.
fries. Thank you so much, though, Don.
Yes.
Very sweet of you. I think Ronnie will take them. But, I mean, it's funny, though. We always talk about the professional poker player, obviously. And the vast majority of the players out there are not professional poker players. The vast majority out there have another job. They're doing something else, and they play poker for fun. Doesn't mean you can't be a good poker player because, hey, isn't winning more fun than losing?
Right.
I mean, Alan, he does surround audio systems. He
Right.
does, he'd rather win than lose.
Right.
But this is not where he makes his money.
Limped around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way action. I heard that Corporation Mike was in the building, but we haven't seen him yet. King 8 deuce here with a couple clubs.
And nobody's got anything. I mean, Osmond still has the best hand with ace high.
Checked around, turns an ace.
Well, now Osmond's definitely got the best hand.
Yep.
Both
Ace 10.
Nader and Amir have a gut shot straight draw here.
Yeah, with the queen jack to the 10.
Osmond would need to hit 2 pair.
And Russ is actually going to come out and bet here on the king. Well, Russ has got 2 pair, Dave. Excuse me, we missed that. He's got kings up.
Wow,
he flopped
I
kings
didn't
and
see that
deuces.
right away. Thank you.
He checked the flop, and now he's going to bet. Nader calls.
Nader calls?
And let's see what Osmond does.
How does Nader call?
I don't know how Nader calls here. And is Osmond here? Osmond makes the call as well, and Russ is in the driver's seat here with 2 pair.
Wow, and if you put a nice value bet in there, if you're Russ on the river.
Here we go to the river. The river is an
Oh.
8, and it counterfeits him.
Oh, terrible card.
And
there
Osmond's
for
got
him.
the best hand now.
Yeah, now obviously you take your best 5-card hand, and Osmond's going to throw a value
Yeah, he
bet
throws
in
$200 in there, and Russ is very disgusted.
there. Yeah, and you know what? Let's hand it to Russ there. Oftentimes we see players call anyway.
Can we leave that board up there for a second, please? And I don't mean to interrupt you, because we had this discussion yesterday.
Go.
Osmond with ace 10 there. I really like the bet there. Now, he bet a little bit with 200, but when the river pairs an 8, you get a little
And it gets
weak,
checked to you.
and you get a weak bet out there by Russ on the turn, and everybody calls, and the river pairs an 8. I'm comfortable with the fact that I have at least a chop. Why not actually put the pressure on Russ to make him call there with something like ace 4 or ace 5?
Yeah.
People say, well, I don't want to bet on the river because I don't want to get check raised. Come on.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's really even
Thank you,
hard for
Isaac.
somebody to raise there with an 8 only,
Yeah.
with just one 8.
Yeah.
I like to play. I want to hand it to Russ, by the way. A lot of times we see players, they take what is pretty much a bad beat there. They have 2 pair. They get counterfeited there, and they get so upset that they call anyway, just to kind of out of disgust, in spite. But Russ threw away. You realize that his king deuce was no good, obviously. It's your best 5-card hand there. So in that case there, Russ only had kings and 8s with an ace kicker.
Yeah.
His deuce doesn't even play.
Does 50 work, or is that kiss half your ass?
Get an interesting email from Greg Bell here. Hey guys, I was wondering where you guys are sitting during the broadcast. Are you guys in a studio, or are you somewhere close to the table? Happy St. Patrick's Day. Well, happy St. Patrick's Day to you, Greg Bell. It's yes and yes. We are sitting in a studio, and we are somewhere close to the table. So it's a little bit of both. We are right behind that door
Behind that door.
and another door.
Yep. Another door to the left of that. Dave, I got to tell you, I'm going to go
What?
break the seal.
Break what seal?
Can you mute me, please, Isaac? Thank you.
I don't understand what he's talking about. What does he mean by breaking the seal? I won't go into it. Our producer always gets mad when I get into bathroom talk. Button moves over to seat 2. Small blind is Nader. Big blind is Mark. Osmond is under the gun. Osmond's got an ace-queen under the gun. Let's see. I'm sorry, actually, that's seat 4. Mark has an ace-queen. And Osmond actually has king-jack, and he raises under the gun with king-jack offsuit. Wow. That's a hand in a tough game. I will lay that down with no problem. But in a passive game, he's going to raise it up, and wow, ace-queen lays it down like nothing. Osmond takes it down. Once again, we're live at the bike, folks. I'm David Tuckman. I'm here with Bart Hansen. Thank you for joining us on St. Patrick's Day. You're watching No Limit Hold'em Blinds are 10 and 20. This is a minimum buy-in, $1,000 buy-in game, but it's unrestricted. You can buy in for as much as you want. And it's our Friday night special. Every Friday night we have this game. And I look forward to it all week long. Pocket aces for Russ. Hollywood's got pocket aces. Let's see how it plays. If we're going to get a raise from Mo with ace-9 of spades, he's in bad shape. And is Russ going to re-raise, or is he got a smooth call? And Russ smooth calls, it looks like. Did Russ just call in C2? He did, wow. Russ is smooth called Mo, and that's probably going to bring Osmond in there, and there aren't many aces left. In fact, there are no aces left, folks. So as long as the flop doesn't come out with spades or 3s or 9s, Russ is in good shape. Oh, no, and there's 6s. And that's me. That's all me. And look, Mo's pointing. Wow, and I had about a 30-minute reprieve there at least. And Mo is going to play. Go back to the bathroom, okay? Leave me alone. I thought maybe I'd get away with it because Bart wasn't in the booth.
We're going to bet out here by Mo.
Mo bet $200, okay? Now, Russ, who slow played his aces pre-flop, raised it up to $500. The pot is now about $1,200, $500 to call. Obviously, Mo's got absolutely nothing. He throws it away, and Russ takes it down. And I've got to do another shot.
I didn't put that was not that big, Dave.
That's fine. It's fine. It's
See
fine.
the color. There's the color.
Oh, here's to St. Patrick's Day. Here's to 6s. Here's to I don't know what else. Something else. Here's to Isaac.
Look, I'm empty, Evelyn.
Thank you very much.
Dave's done 5. I'm
Cheers.
2.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, guys.
Here, you can nurse that beer. I'll drink the last 2.
Button moves over to seat 4. I think Isaac's staying on me to see what my reactions are. Well, the beers are actually perfect. The beers are like kind of soothing it all.
Yeah. Well, Guinness is a great, medicinal thing in Ireland, People say they get sick, they have a Guinness.
Well, we're about halfway through the show, so at this point...
No, we're more than halfway through the show.
A little bit more than halfway through the show. But at this pace, I will do about 9 shots.
Mm-hmm.
And you will do 4?
Well, I've only done 2, but like I said, just nurse that beer and I'll drink the other one, so you'll be good. Bun's going to move over here to seat 4. I was thinking in the bathroom, I was like, boy, what happens if 3 jacks come out? Dave's going to...
3 6s.
I'll miss it. 3 6s. I keep saying jacks.
I would have just pretended to do it. Although, the funny thing is the table all knows now, so Mo is screaming.
Look at this. Russ is raised here with 10s, and Osmond's got aces. Let's see what he's going to do. Looks like just a smooth call there.
This is the second time we've seen a player with aces, back-to-back now, where a player with aces has slow played it. Kind of like, okay.
Well, and Osmond's got it heads up. It's heads up 10s against aces.
And he's in good shape.
Jack, deuce, 5. Not a bad flop here for 10s.
And look how relaxed he is with his aces. He's getting up. He's eating his Chinese broccoli.
And actually, he's got to throw a little bet out here into Russ. And I don't think Russ is just going to fold here. It's a little $120 bet into Russ.
Really? You don't think he's going to fold? The only thing I don't understand is why would you play it that way? Why would you smooth call on the flop and then bet into your opponent?
I mean, you should be going for the check raise, you mean?
Well, there are a million ways to play aces pre-flop.
Yeah.
But if you choose to play them slow and kind of disguise the strength of your hand, wouldn't you...
Well, you hope that, Russ has at least ace-jack. If he has queens, kings...
You're hoping he has queens or kings then.
Yeah, if he has ace-jack or
basically,
queens or kings, he might put a raise in.
Basically, if it's anything but kings or queens, you're not going to get any action, though.
Well, he could, other players might raise right here with 10s. It looks like he's just going to call, though.
Okay.
He's just going to call. He does have the ace of hearts in his hand.
But, I mean, the turn comes out, no matter what comes out, if Osmond checks, Russ is going to check behind him.
Well, here we go to the turn. Turn's a 4.
Now is Osmond going to check it? And he's going to, and watch Russ check behind him.
I think, obviously, Osmond's trying to go for the check raise.
Oh, yes, I'm a seer.
Yeah.
I knew that.
River's a 9.
Now Osmond's going to put a little value bet in there. And basically the question is Russ going to put a crying call in there?
I think the way that the hand played out, Russ is probably going to call. We get a $300 bet here by Osmond on the river.
You almost have to call this because you're looking at it going, well, the guy bet hearts.
Missed.
The hearts didn't come.
I checked the turn to try to keep the pot a little bit small because I don't have top pair.
And now I have to call this.
Yeah.
And I don't mind the call by Russ at all.
And he does make the call.
And it's another way to play aces. If I'm going to slow play aces there, I'm probably going to check raise the flop. And I'm not a big fan of check raising, but that's one time I'm going to do it. I'm going to check it, let the aggressor bet. He'll bet 150. Then I can raise it to 350, see where he's at. And then I'm going to bet the turn. I'm going to bet the river.
No, I know what you mean. I know leading out on the flop there puts in a situation where Russ only has, probably he's going to have to either have ace jack, king jack, queens or kings probably to raise against that particular player.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you played it like that against Mo might raise there with 8s or 9s. If you played it against an aggressive player in that.
No, you're not. You're playing against Russ, though.
Right? No.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if the flop comes out 6 high, then you can lead into him because there are a lot more hands that he might have.
Right.
That he might raise with. Then he might have 8s, 9s, 10s, jacks that he might raise with. But if the flop comes out jack high or queen high, well, it certainly limits. It limits his hands.
Russ has got pocket 9s now, and he's going to make it $80 to go.
In early position, that's a hand.
Absolutely. What do you think?
That's a hand. Oftentimes, if I have 9s under the gun, I will often limp in with 9s under the gun. Kind of see where I'm at, but if this table is somewhat passive, I might raise it.
I don't mind the raise here.
What is it?
Last night I had 8.
Is that American dollars?
I think George is all like messed up too. He's been drinking.
You see, I haven't seen. I mean, George's only played like 2 hands all night.
George has got 7-8 offsuit. We got a $320 pot going 4 ways. Russ pre-flop raiser. King 5 deuce, 1 overcard to his 9s, and he's still good with 9s here.
Yeah, he's in good shape actually. Hard for him to know that though.
Well, he's going to check. He was second to last to act here, Dave. I might have thrown a bet in there. I mean, in essence, in the cutoff.
I think he needs to bet.
Osmond's on the button, but he's got 3.
Was Osmond about to gag there? You're going to get like Chinese broccoli on the table. That would have been disgusting.
Well, it gets checked around here. Does it?
It's so big, I gotta let you guys catch.
Yeah, it gets checked around.
I
And
love
obviously,
that.
there are a lot of cards that are vulnerable with 9s here. Well,
Wow, and look at that. Osmond's now open-ended.
The 4 isn't one of them, though. Now let's see if Russ leads.
Yeah, but Osmond's open-ended now. Osmond's got some outs now. An ace, a 3, or a 6 will give Osmond the win.
You got to think that Russ has to bet here with 9s now, no?
Although
He
if George,
checks again.
if George sticks around and a 6 comes out, George will have the top end of the straight there.
Well, it gets checked over to Osmond, and he bets. I mean, wouldn't you bet with 9s at least on the turn now, second to last to act?
I can't believe he didn't bet that. I cannot believe he didn't bet that.
You can look at the odds now.
I mean, that's just awful. Now, if a 6 were to come off, if both players were to call, and I don't think George is going to call, but if a 6 were to come off, yeah, he doesn't call. George would have the higher straight.
Well, now Russ is in a situation where he's checked the flop and checked the turn, both with the
I gotta
best
tell
hand.
you, Russ has almost no money. I check raise all in here. I'm all in.
Hey, you don't buy the fact that Osmond didn't bet a king on the flop, right?
Not a chance. And you know what? If he has a king, God bless him. Here's my money, buddy. All the power
Especially
to
when you're only about 500 or 600 behind, right?
you. All the power to you. I'm
Yeah.
moving all in. I'm going to put the pressure on him.
All of that, man. I understand. You don't want to.
Come on, Russ.
Well, he's bet 300. I mean, Russ only has 600 left. You got to check raise all in or fold. And he does. He's going to move all in here,
There
Dave.
you go, Russ.
And we've been predicting moves here while we were drinking, more so than I think when we were ever sober before.
I'm telling
The
you,
other
I'm
nights.
going to start drinking.
Yeah. And the river's a 5.
Changes nothing. Russ has got 2 pair, 9s and 5s.
Yep.
He's going to beat Osmond's 2 pairs of 5s and 3s.
You like that play. You just hope to God Osmond wasn't on some sort of club draw that he checked on the flop, right?
Hey, if he was on a club draw, God bless him. He had 9 outs. I got my money with the best of it. What are you going to do?
Right.
You can't control things. I mean, things that you can't control, you can't control. All you can do is put your money in with the best of it.
You still would have bet the flop, though, second to last to act.
I
right,
probably
on
would have bet the flop. I definitely would have bet the turn.
Yeah.
And I definitely would have check raised all in on the turn. And
If you
Russ
had
did
checked
that.
the flop, you mean.
And Russ did that at least.
It looks like we're going to get another chip down in here soon enough.
Oh! I'm only 10 points behind now.
Yep.
And all my final 4s are still there? Booyah!
You're in the 96.6 percentile. You're ranked 89,000.
Pretty impressive, huh?
Yeah.
Pretty impressive. There we go. We got a chip count here. Over $26,000 on the table. Mo has the most chips on the table, but he is not winning. Let's see how they're doing. Amir is winning. He's up $2,800. George is up $1,100. Mark up $800. Allen is the big loser. He's down $2,500. Jubilee down $1,100. Russ down $1,100. There we go.
You know what's funny about this ESPN thing? Maybe
Yeah.
someone can write in and tell me how to figure this out. We got an $80 raise by Mark. He's got ace, deuce of diamonds. The guy who's in first place in our league, Houston 1, he's in the 99.3 93rd percentile, but he's ranked almost 20,000. At this point, you got to think somebody's perfect out there. Say if this entry's had 500,000 entries, right?
They probably did. Well,
Yeah.
I think there's some sort of like if you come in first place, you actually win like some sort of like $10,000 package plus
Right.
a 42-inch plasma TV
Right.
from ESPN.
Well, Osmond called here with 7-9 of spades. And we don't know what Russ has. Russ is going to come out and lead. We know that Osmond's open-ended. Mark quickly gets away from ace-deuce. We need to see Russ's cards. Osmond makes the call. Russ has...
Well, he showed it for like a second. Jack.
He's
Jack.
got an overpair. He's got jacks.
There you go.
He made a bet. Osmond called, and he's open-ended. Here we go to the turn. Turn's a 4. That doesn't
That's a
change
great
anything.
card for him. It's a really good card for him.
Well, now if Osmond hits the top end of his straight, Russ is going to fill up.
Exactly.
And he's
That's
going
why
to
it's a great card. Osmond really only has, Osmond is reduced to 4 outs here. Osmond only
Wow.
needs a 6 and only a 6.
Russ bets 600, and Osmond quickly calls, and the pot now is over $2,200.
At a 6 and only a 6.
Yeah.
And if you put your opponent on, say, let's say 10-9, a 9 is no longer good.
Yeah.
Because Russ has got jacks and 4s.
Here we go to the river. The river's a king. That does not help.
That's not a scary card now. Come on, Russ. Yeah.
Well, you might check to induce a bluff here. It goes check, check. Osmond
Why?
gives up. You mean if you think that Osmond has a 10, you mean, right?
I mean, I guess you can always induce a bluff. I guess you're right. Upon further review, you might be right.
Well, what I was going to say about this ESPN Tournament Challenge thing
There's
is-
like 500,000 people that enter this thing, okay?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Say there's 500,000 people that enter. The person that ends up ranking number 1, does he in essence almost have a perfect bracket at the end of the thing?
Almost, but not perfect.
Not 100% perfect.
Like they probably get out of the first 32 games, they probably got 30 right. Out of the 16 Sweet 16s, right, they probably
Right.
got 15 right.
Like
Out
I
of
said,
the Elite 8, they probably got all Elite 8 right. Out of the Final 4, they got their complete. They probably got those type of things right. They probably got 1 wrong in the first game and 2 wrong in the second.
which is pretty incredible when you think about it. But
Oh,
I
it's
guess
amazing.
out of 500,000 entries.
Well, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at it, the guy who leads ours is number 19,000.
In the 99.3rd percentile.
Right. What is Ray?
Oh, Ray's way down there.
How many people? So, like, the guy who's leading ours, there's only basically points.
Oh! Ace, Queen, 5 of diamonds. My goodness.
What are the odds? You gotta be kidding me.
One more time, Mo says. One more time.
I love it.
There's a camera there.
Mo is loving this. I love it.
He got checked around on the flop. The turn's an 8.
Hey, give me another one. There's another diamond there.
Doesn't really. Here, I'll pour you a small one, man.
I'll pour it. Jesus.
Getting that big.
Amir's got the 10 of diamonds. He's going to bet. That's good.
Dave is running well.
I am. Gosh. There haven't been any spades or clubs, have there?
No, only 8s. Amir bet. Osmond called with the 7 of diamonds. The river's an ace. This might go check, check here, and it does.
Amir's going to win it with, what, king high?
Well, he's got the 10 of diamonds. He's got the 10 high flush.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah. Colors, colors.
There we go. Here we go. Fireworks again. Boom, boom, ba-doom, boom, boom. Here you go. Here. Cheers to you. Yeah, up the hatchet. Yeah, thank you. St. Patrick's Day.
This is to celebrate the guys inside the Institute.
Yeah, here's to you, George.
6 shots for Dave, 2 for me. Unbelievable.
Seriously, it is. I mean, you've got like 40
And it's all
pounds.
been diamonds, though, too, right?
I know, you've got like 40 pounds on me. You should be drinking. I'm a lightweight here.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
Here, go to the table. Anyway, I was going to say. Oh, wait, go to Ray. Go to Ray.
Oh, I'll check out Ray.
David.
Okay, so the guy who's leading this thing, there's only 0.7% people ahead of him.
Yeah.
Now, Ray, for example, he is in the 7th percentile.
Right.
We're talking, Ray is only better than 7% people.
Yeah, 7% of people.
93% of the
He's
people.
ranked 2,488,000. There's 2.5 million people almost ahead of him. So
That's
it's more
hysterical.
there's more than 500,000. There's actually about 2.5 million people.
So
who've
basically,
entered.
if you entered this and you just closed your eyes and randomly push the buttons, you'd probably be beating Ray.
Mo raised here with deuce 3 of spades. And Russ is going to call with king queen suited in first position. We've got about a $400 pot going heads up. Well, Mo flops a flush draw here, 10, 5, 10. And Russ is totally missed. Let's see how this is going to go.
Probably go check, and then Mo will take it away in turn, you figure, right?
No, I think Mo is going to bet his flush draw here.
Right.
Of course, he's in position. He bets 300. And he's going to
Takes
take
away
it
right
down.
here.
Yeah.
Well, he looks so pretty, but I'm going to throw away the best hands.
And again, you know, I'm not one for necessarily showing my cards all the time, because if I show my cards to Mo, like, I'm easily bluffed out with that hand.
Yeah, just Mo go, yeah, look, here, look.
Oh, wow, look at everybody drinking there now.
All right, dude.
What is Mo drinking, a kamikaze?
There you go. It looks not, I think it's Patron, actually. That looks like salt on the rim.
Yeah, but it's green, though.
Well, it's a green Patron. Maybe they dyed it. Hey, did you know in Chicago, they dyed the river green?
Did they really?
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah.
So cool. They dyed the river going through Chicago green.
We got a couple
to pay St. Patty's Day.
emails here, Dave. I want to acknowledge them. Maurice has emailed us about a situation, and again, we talk about we're definitely not going to be able to comprehend it now, but we might be able to use it for a later on segment. Thank you. Michael Feynman says, I have to say I like you guys much better when you're drinking. Just like to know, I know for sure that Dave is a better poker player than you, Bart, but Bart is a better drinker. Greg Lesser says, you keep saying Mo is making donkey moves to enhance his gambler's image, taking a short-term EV loss for an even bigger-term EV gain. We'll get to that in a second. 6-4-3 here. It was limped around. Doesn't look like anyone has anything big. Wouldn't it be better to donk off a few hands here and there instead of donking off an entire session or sessions? Interesting point.
You know, I'm gonna change my view on Mo. I think Mo is just a fish.
Okay. Turns an 8. It got checked around on the flop. Nader has top pair now. It got checked around on the turn as well. And the river here is a 10.
And George backs into the best hand.
I mean, absolutely.
They let George just get there.
Yeah, no aggression here whatsoever. Nader did not bet on the turn.
Talk about a gift there. And we're talking about a $120 gift, folks. You know, I've come to the point, I'm no longer going to defend Mo. I'm just going to come out and say the truth. Mo is a fish. It's clearly obvious. The owners of this casino are paying him enough money where he can donk off a couple $100,000 a year.
We have
So come on down and play him. Challenge him. Heads up.
We have about an hour left in the show. Another email here from EG. He says, do you think maybe drinking is helping you think like the people who are playing in the game? That wouldn't really surprise me at all. Well, maybe.
Could be. Although I don't think, I mean, Bart, you've only had like, what, 2 beers and a couple of shots.
This is
I don't
my
think the
third
drinking
beer.
is actually affecting you at all.
No, not really.
I don't think, is the drinking affecting me? I don't think so.
I think you're a little bit more talkative.
Am I?
Yeah, but you're not really like at the point where you're slurring or anything like that.
Okay, good.
Isaac, what do you think about that? I'm not slurring though, am I? Pocket queens here for seat 3. David got limped around, and Nader was in the big blind. He didn't raise with queens out of the big blind. He's in the big blind. Well, he's 2 off the button. He's in the big blind with queens. He did not raise.
Well, there's a way to play the hand.
And Mo is going to bet he's open-ended. The flop comes Jack 6-5.
One more.
And Nader checked it.
Yeah, Nader checked it. Let's see if he's going to check raise.
He usually just calls.
No, he's going to check raise, Dave. He's going to check raise about the minimum here.
Well, that's good. Wait until you might be behind and then check raise.
Mo calls, and again, Mo is open-ended here. He needs a 9 or a 4. Let's see if he
Can
might
he
represent
represent
hearts.
hearts? Yeah.
Yep. Turns a 3. Nader checks, and Mo checks right behind him. Of
course.
And the river here is an 8, but that does not change anything.
It is a heart, though, and
no,
it was check.
Check, check. Well, once Mo backed into a pair, I guess he figured, you know what, I might check
Of
it
course.
down.
Why would you get a bet that?
Yeah.
If it was a random heart, he might have bet it, but...
I think Mo just got a phone call from Gore.
And there you go. Okay, this is the question. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I want to appreciate... Trip Kings finally gave it to me. Jack is, and you were pretty right, it was pretty much close to 60-40. Jack, set of jacks over an open-ended straight flush draw is about a 58.79% favorite compared to 41.21% favorite for the open-ended straight flush draw. So that's the worst. And in that case, if I'm open-ended with a straight flush draw, open-ended and I have flush draw, I have no problem pushing.
Right.
Because at worst, I'm a 41% dog. But at best, I've got huge fold equity. Plus, I'm probably a big favorite.
Well, if you look at any type of player, really, I mean, depending on how aggressive your image is, say if it's my image, Dave,
Right.
'cause I think my image might be a little bit less aggressive than you. If I'm pushing big on a flop, you probably should fold an overpair like aces.
Yeah,
you know what I
obviously.
mean? It's huge fold.
And obviously, it goes into like if Kirk were to push.
Yeah.
Obviously, people would really respect that if you were to
Look
push.
at the flop! It's Jack 8-5 of diamonds! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Unbelievable! I think I drank this whole bottle. This is unreal. Who came up with this? This was my idea. Wasn't this the stupidest idea I've ever came up with?
Oh, I don't know, man. That is crazy.
Jesus.
All diamonds on the flop.
Oh my God. Well, here you go, folks. There you
the
go.
colors. Oh. Evelyn, I think you need to order a couple more shots of Jameson. We're down to like one shot of Bushmills here.
How much time left in the show?
We've got about maybe 50 minutes. Yeah, two
End the
shots of
show.
Jameson.
End the show.
Actually, I don't know. Do they have Bushmills here at the casino?
No.
Think Jameson. 2 shots of Jameson. Same type of thing. Yeah.
I mean, it's all been diamonds, too. I hate them.
Dave's up to 6. I'm at 2.
That's 8. What are you talking about, 6?
That's your 6th.
7.
No, that
Or
was your
Esmo.
6th. Yeah, that was your 6th. That was your 6th.
7. 7 to 2.
Osmond's going to raise here
Unreal.
to 200 with ace queen. Alan calls with king 9 of diamonds.
Gosh. I hope you're all enjoying this at home, watching me get completely friggin' wasted here.
Well, Alan's called with king 9 of diamonds, and we're heads up here. Jack 8. Oop, no one's got jacks there. Nobody has jacks. That would have been you, Dave.
No, I'm 6s. I'm 6s.
Yeah, 8s and 6s.
Leave me alone.
8s and 6s.
It's not just all black.
8 and 6.
It has to be all club.
And Osmond's going to bet here. He's going to continue to bet.
Are you drunk?
Yeah, I'm drunk, but I thought it was just all
Oh,
black.
George is drunk too,
Yeah.
supposedly.
Has to be black and a suit.
Now, is Alan going to make a move here? Alan's going to raise, Dave. He raises with king 9. He makes it 600 more on a stone-cold bluff. Stone cold bluff. Osmond bet and Alan raised to 600.
If I haven't had 7 shots of Bushmills, I might have actually not believed that.
Yeah. This is amazing. And Osmond's going to call. Are you kidding me? This pot is over $2,000 a bluff against a bluff. The turn's a 10.
Neither player is anything.
And Alan's got an open-ended straight draw. It goes check, check. And the river's a 9, and Osmond has a straight. He backed into a straight. He's going to bet 300 here. Alan made a move on the flop, and Osmond called him with ace high. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, Alan backs into a pair. Osmond backs into a straight.
But Dave, it's a $300 pot. The pot's $2,300. He's betting about Alan into about 10 to 1 here. Almost.
I think you have to call this.
$300 bet
I think you
into
have to call this with a pair.
a $2,000 pot.
You can't raise this, obviously. You can only call.
Well, you got a full house?
And that's the action we were talking about with Osmond.
Yeah.
You raise Osmond. Osmond's got absolutely nothing, but he calls you.
And I don't even know if Alan has enough to cover the bet. I don't even know if Alan has 300. It might even be less to him here.
Oh, man.
And he makes the call. That's Alan. But unfortunately, Osmond has a straight.
I can't blame Alan.
Unbelievable.
Alan made a great move there. I can't believe Osmond called that flop with ace queen.
Ace queen of diamonds.
He didn't have a club in his hand or a spade in his hand. I mean, we're looking at that flop. There was a $600 raise by Alan on the flop, and Osmond called, and that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's insane. Once again, we're live at the bike, folks. I'm David Tuckman, here with Bart Hanson. It's St. Patrick's Day, and we're playing No Limit Hold'em. Blinds are 10-20.
Got about under an hour left in the show. Dave's had 6 shots. I've had 2. But I'm on my 4th beer. No, you've had 6 shots,
I
man.
had 7. I'm telling you, ask Bo.
Alan is 2,000 behind here.
I come in.
Dave keeps pointing to the bottle. Look at how much is
The
left.
bottle is empty, and you've had none of it.
I've had 2 shots.
We're looking at this bottle. I'm looking at this bottle. Wait a second. It is... How big is this bottle? Why don't they say how big the bottle is?
375 milliliters.
Well, there you go. Well, you had, what, like 30 milliliters? I've had 300.
King 9-7 on the flop. All black, but not all spades. Couple spades on board. Jubilee's going to lead out with King 6 here. He bets 40. Amir's going to call Dave with middle pair with a 9.
Hey, would you ever see this on World Poker Tour? Did you ever mention Mike Sexton and Vince Van Patten drinking on the show? Never.
Never.
Only at Live at the Bike, folks.
Could have sworn it was just me, but I could have sworn that we had a double image there, but maybe it just been me.
You should
Turns
drink.
a
You should
spade.
drink. There's another spade out there. You should drink this.
5 of spades on the turn. And the river's an ace. Jubilee's going to bet 40 here with King 6. And Amir's going to call.
Amir's going to do a lot of crying call there.
You know what? I am going to drink a shot because I feel like I'm left behind.
There you go.
But again, we need to get loaded with Jameson in here, Donna. We need to be on top of that.
I just want to throw this out at my wife if she's
Because
listening.
we're going to lose. We're almost down to one shot here.
I'm not sure if my wife is listening, but she is listening. She can come down here, pick
All
my
right,
ass
Isaac.
up. That would be great. Ray, I don't want you to take me home. You might take advantage of me. I only want my wife to take me home.
3 spades.
Where is my Wi-Fi?
We have about 50 minutes left in the show. Ace Queen here for Osmond in seat 5.
Interesting email here from William Kim. We'll get to it in a heartbeat.
Osmond's going to raise it up with Ace Queen. 3 shots at Jameson. That probably will do us for the rest of the night. Yeah. 4-way heads-up action here. Nader's called, and he's actually dominated here. 8-5-5 on the flop. Couple spades.
Neither player hits.
Check, check. Turns a 9. This time I'm not doing a shot. It gets checked again, and the river here is a jack, and Ace Queen's going to take it down here, Dave. Very, very passive play. Where's Corporation Mike? I thought he was going to enter the game. Are you faded, man?
I might be slightly faded.
It's all good. You got me to keep, I'm in control.
This is a great opportunity for everybody at home to come on down to the Bike Casino. We are in Bell Gardens, about 10 miles south of Los Angeles, on Eastern Avenue, because I'm going to play poker tonight. So come on down. You got money?
Well, the funny thing is, I used to tell you, is that if you actually were to hop into a limit game, it really wouldn't make that much of a difference, would it?
What do you mean?
Limit hold'em, limit poker.
I understand what you're saying, but what do you mean? Why would
What
it
I
make
mean
a
is
difference?
like being, say, a little bit influenced by alcohol as opposed to playing it like in a big
No,
limit game.
I'm going to play no limit. I don't play limit anymore.
Oh, okay. Limped around here 3 ways.
Come on.
10-10-4, couple hearts. Misses everybody.
The games are so good at the Bicycle Casino. 7 shots later, I have no problem bidding.
Turns of 5. And Mo is going to bet.
Well, Mo's open-ended here. Why not take a shot at it? Nobody else wants it. He'll take it. Alan calls him, though.
And the river's a deuce.
Oh, he hits it. Look at that.
Yeah, he hit the gut
He
shot.
bets his... Well, no, he's open-ended, actually.
Yeah, right, open him, and he's going to come and bet.
I've had the shots. What have you done?
But he's going to bet. Looks like maybe 80 there.
Actually, $100 there.
Maybe I can let you take over the shot.
Well, I mean, just looking at it, it's clearly 5 chips on each side.
And I can tell that Amir had nothing when he called. How about that?
How about Alan had nothing? Alan had a
Yeah.
pair of 5s when he called. But Alan folded.
I mean, Amir's got ace high here. You're right, it's a $100 bet, 5 and 5 here with $10 chips.
Oh, Amir's not going to call this. Come on. Okay. Interesting email from William Kim. Hey, what do you guys think of internet poker? If you play, where do you play? What games? Tourneys, sit and goes, cash?
That's Alan.
And look at this.
That's Alan.
He made the call. And Mo says that's Alan. Amir paid him off with ace high.
Well, 3-6 that's Alan
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
Are you guys gonna play Winning in the Green? Bart, do you play online?
Well, to be perfectly honest, I do not play online as much as I used to.
But where
Because
do
I
you play
find
when
the
you play?
5-10 game to be a little more profitable here live. I play on Absolute for the most part, sometimes on Party Poker. And Dave and I both played in some of the Winning in Green events. I don't know. I might, probably about a 30% chance I'll come down here tomorrow. I know I'm not going to play on Sunday, but you think you possibly might, right? The 1500.
I'm not sure. I might play tomorrow. I might play the $1,500 event on Sunday.
The thing about tournament poker,
you and I both only played. We played one event on the Winning the Green.
Well, the thing about tournament poker, as we've always said before, is that, I mean, obviously there's more money to be made in cash games, side games, but if you're talking about other types of money that can be made through poker, like
ancillary,
endorsements,
yeah,
exactly, that is through tournament stuff. All hearts, all red flop, all red actually cards in the whole cards, as you can see.
You'd think you'd have to drink here.
Queen 10-6 here, a couple clubs. Checked around, turns a 4 of spades. Well, Osmond flopped top 2. He checked it from up front, and now he's going to bet here on the turn. He's going to bet 100.
You think our viewers are like rushing to the bike to play against me?
I don't think it's that bad.
Ronnie's licking his chops.
We get about 40 minutes left in the show.
Bring it on, Ronnie. Come on, buddy. Let's go.
Yeah, we need to flop a 6-6 something. That's what we need. We need to send you
Yeah,
over
we
the
really
edge.
need that. That would be fabulous.
Yeah. Where's our Jameson, man?
Got about
I
40
knew I should
minutes.
have bought. I knew I should have bought a bigger bottle of Bushmills.
You've got another shot. You got another shot there. Actually, you probably have 2 shots in there, don't you?
No, there's like 1 shot left.
1 shot left in a bottle. Oof.
Russ has got ace-jack suited here in seat 2. He's going to limp in under the gun. Now, no limit. Depending on the table, you might limp or raise with that. Ace-jack suited under the gun.
Yeah, depending on the table. It really depends on the table. I mean, I might fold. I might limp. I might raise.
You might fold the ace-jack suited?
Yeah, I really might. I got to tell you, what a treat. Not only do we get 3 shots of Jameson, but we get Tracy to deliver them.
Can we get a shot back here?
Absolutely lovely. Tracy, you have to come behind us.
King 8 king here.
No, seriously,
Jubilee's
Tracy,
going to
come on.
flop trip kings. Come here, Tracy. Come on.
Jubilee's he's flopped trip kings. Nobody else has anything. Come on, Tracy. Come on. There you go. There you go. I tell you.
Turns it
How
in.
lovely.
Oh,
how
yeah.
absolutely gorgeous is this cocktail waitress? There you go. Thank you. Ooh. Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
Look at that. You
Just
didn't
grab
catch
my
that on
ass.
camera, but she grabbed Bart's ass. It was fun. How much do we owe you?
How much?
$10.
$10? Here. Thank you. I got it. Fun's going to move over there to seat 9, Alan.
One of our lovely cocktail waitresses
Yeah.
here. I tell you, she is just one of the many good-looking waitresses here at the Bicycle Casino. Come on down, and you can see them all.
She knows I like Asian girls. That's what it is.
What do you think of her?
She's kidding me? What do you think I think of her?
Would you tap that ass? Would you tap that ass? You would tap that ass, wouldn't you?
Dave's had too much. Oh, boy. Osmond's going to raise here with ace-king. He's got ace-king.
You know, I knew it tonight, too. I knew that I knew if it was like a prop thing, I knew I would get all the drinks.
Mo calls with king-queen. He's dominated, and we got another king in there, king-3. Flop comes out 6-4-3 with a couple diamonds.
And look at this. King 3 outflops them all.
Yep.
What are the odds? I mean, you got ace king, king queen, and king 3, and king 3's ahead.
Gets checked around. The turn's a 5.
Almost there.
Well, Alan still has the best hand here.
He's in great shape.
It's going to get checked around again.
You see the overwhelming favorite that he is.
River's a 9, and Alan's got the best hand unless somebody fires and makes him fold.
Well, it looks like Osmond has got a couple $100 chips in there.
Send it. 1 pair. 2 pair. 1 pair. Send it.
And Alan's going to take it down there. With king 3.
7-9. Not out. Diamonds.
Well, this has been a fun night. I'm glad that Alan's in the spirit of St. Patrick's Day with the green shirt.
He's
You know,
down, and Alan's getting his ass kicked tonight. I mean, he's down like $3,500 tonight.
Where is Corporation Mike? Like I said, he makes the game. I mean, the funny thing is that people have kind of said, like,
So he's
well,
here. Why isn't he in the game? Get him in the game.
Well, people kind of think like, oh, the 10-20 at the bike is really, really big, or the 10-20 in general is really, really big. It depends on the game. You know, normally we see it with Corporation Mike, it makes it play like an aggressive 20-40 game.
Well, it's
But
funny.
when he's not in the game, look how big this game plays. It's not
Well,
that big,
it's
right?
funny. The 10-20 10-20 game here without Corporation Mike, without Jay, without players like that, plays like a normal 10-20 game.
Right.
With those players, it plays like a 25-50 game or a 20-40 game. It really does.
Absolutely.
And now that's like everything. I mean, you really have to, when you sit down at a poker game, if you're sitting at a no-limit game, you've really got to, a lot of times people ask me, hey, how much should I buy in for? Well, what kind of game are you playing at? Are you playing at a laggy
Obviously,
game?
it depends on the
You're
table.
playing at a passive game?
Right.
How much money are you comfortable having in front of you? I mean, there's all sorts of questions you have to answer.
Limped around here 5 ways. Wow, we got a set of 8s here for Russ. He's got top
Pretty
set
big
here.
thing. But George, look at George. George has got, that was the case 8.
Yeah, George has got ace 8 here. And look at this. And Russ checked the top set from up front. Osmond's going to bet on middle pair.
And George might raise this.
Allen calls with pocket 5.
Watch George raise this here. And George is going to raise. Watch.
Are you serious with a couple people in between? I mean, we get a bet by Osmond and a call by
Guaranteed,
Allen.
and here it is.
He does raise. You're right, George. And look at
I'm David.
Russ.
My name's David.
That's right. Sorry, Dave.
Yeah.
Look
George
at this.
raised.
Look at this. You're right, Dave. And look at Russ
Who's on
chomp on
first?
that toothpick. I mean, you've got somebody to bet a rate, a call and a call.
Well, what are you going to do?
No, and Russ is going to re-raise.
Of
He's going to
course.
re-raise. Yeah.
And it's going to fold around. And I imagine if George might even fold as well. And Allen's going to throw this away. And what's George going to do now? Now it's Russ raising. Now Russ is real tight. I mean, Russ does not raise. Russ is pretty much.
I can call these. Can you call these?
You know, I got to tell you, Russ is a nice guy. He's just not a good poker player. He's not. I'm sorry.
Well,
drunk or not drunk, he's not a good poker player. I'm going to be honest.
George showed Russ the cards. Now, does George racing there with ace 8 have anything to do with the fact that he's been drinking a little bit?
No, I don't think so at all. I think it's good play.
You think Osmond honestly, Osmond bets, Allen calls, you have ace 8 suited on the button, you will raise there on that spot?
Or fold.
You want to bet?
Not just a call.
No, I don't like calling with that. Why do I want to call and leave a 7-9 in there?
No. I'm just throwing
Or
it out
some
at you.
random 5-3 in there and I'm
Yeah.
get a gut shot. No, I'm going to raise and put pressure on. I want to see where I'm at. I'm on the button. And I'm also at position, everybody. I can raise, and if anybody calls me, I can probably take a free card on the turn if I want to.
Got an email here from Raymond Charles Clark. He said that Bradley, the number 13 seed, just took out Kansas.
Well, there you go.
So that's a nice upset.
I didn't have that.
You gotta go bigger. You gotta go bigger.
Interesting here, we got a post from...
Oh, wait a minute. We had
an interesting email here from Evelyn. It said inside straight. I'm not quite sure what she was referring to, but I just want to say that we do have our inside straight coming. It's on the site!
Oh, it's on
Okay.
the archives. It's on the archives. Okay.
If you are an archive subscriber, you can go to the archives and you can subscribe to the inside. You can go check out the Inside Straight. And the Inside Straight is basically a poker roundtable. I was kind of the mediator, and I was sitting with George, Hav, which is known as Midnight. I was sitting with Nicole and Bart.
Right.
And we were kind of answering all of your emailed questions. So check out the archives if you're a subscriber, and you can see what we talked about. If you're not a subscriber, you can go to liveatthebike.com, top left-hand corner, hit it.
Look at the
$14.95. You're a
flop.
subscriber.
The flop comes out 9, 6, 6, 8, 6, 6.
What are you trying to say?
I'm talking about the 8th shot.
Oh, God.
Oh. Here, you finish off the Bushmills.
Oh, Lordy. Lordy. Does anybody have anything? Well, Alan's got top
There it
pair.
is.
There it is.
Ace 2.
8-2.
Go ahead, Dave. Take it down.
Unbelievable.
Colors.
I'm kicking your butt.
Come on. Take it down.
I'm going to wait until the fireworks, if it's okay with you.
All right,
There you go.
fireworks.
Fireworks. I need fireworks, okay? There we go. Thank you.
While
Cheers.
Dave is drinking that, I want to mention.
8-2. What is going on?
I want to mention the email that Anthony Taraboccia sent us. He said, you can check the leader out in the ESPN Tournament Challenge. I checked it out, and there's one guy who has a perfect 280 points, 19 people who are tied for second with 270. So there you go.
There you go.
Thank you very much for that.
I mean, I think there's like a Visa challenge, though, like where if you get every single one right, you get $1 million. So obviously it's very hard to get everyone right.
I think actually if you're just in first place, you don't have to have everything right, just in first
Look at
place.
this. This is great.
Email here from Espen Hoydal from Netherlands, he says, or from Norway. He says, can you please make Dave stand up and walk a couple of meters? I think the show would improve even more then. It's a great show now, but I can't imagine if he walks a couple of meters and we're cheering for more.
More
Ace 10,
diamonds.
Ace Queen 10 Rainbow here on
Well,
the flop.
thanks from Norway, buddy. I appreciate that.
Yeah, a couple meters, couple feet in this country, right?
No, meters, that's like 6 feet.
Meters 3.3 feet 3 inches.
Right, so a couple of meters would be 6 feet.
Seat number 7, it gets checked around a mirror. He's going to bet with top pair here with an ace.
And Alan's going to call.
Allen calls with king 7. He's got a gut shot to the jack. Again, what are the implied odds, Dave, right?
We always talk about that. It's like, if you hate your jack here, nobody's going to pay you.
Right.
Come on, buddy. Come on, Alan.
Here we go to the turn. Turns to 6. Now Amir has 2 pairs. He's got aces up.
Changes nothing. I mean, Alan still needs a jack.
Yeah, I think that Allen definitely misses out the fact that, like, in order to make a lot of money in No Limit, your hand has to be almost somewhat hidden. That's why we talk about making flushes as opposed to, say, double gut shots.
Exactly. You took the words out of my
The
mouth.
rabbit cam actually shows the river as a jack, but still, it doesn't really make that much of a difference because how much are you going to get paid
One of my
off it?
favorite hands in No Limit Hold'em is double
gut
gutters.
shots, right? Yeah.
Straights, hidden straights.
Right.
Flushes, you don't really get paid on flushes. You don't really get paid on aces. You know, you get paid on sets. You get paid on small 2 pairs.
Right.
You get paid on double gutter straights. Those are the hands that make you money.
Let's take a look at another chip count here. We got about over $28,000. So let's take the differences now. Let's see how these people are doing. Well, Amir's up 2,500. Russ is at 1,000, and Osman's up about 1,000. And Allen is the big loser here at minus 4,000. So there you go. Thank you, Isaac. Button's going to move over to seat 4, Mark. Limped around here. Got about a half an hour left in the show. Are you going to make it, Dave? 5-way action, limped
I'm
around.
good to go. Let's go.
Flop comes out 4, 7, 8. I still haven't had a 3 flush here. A black 3
A
flush.
3 flush, you haven't had anything. It's 8-2.
I know.
Are you kidding me? You've only had 8
I had a mercy drink, like Isaac said. Jubilee's going to come
Right,
out.
you just drank once because you wanted to.
Jubilee's going to come out and bet with overcards and a flush draw here on a seat 6. Now, Allen's going to call here with ace 4, with a red ace 4, Dave. Again, that's what we talk about. Like, if Allen calls, can you give him credit for anything?
See, if Allen was going to raise or bet, you can raise or bet with anything, folks.
Right.
But if you're calling, that means your hand must be
And
good.
Osman calls with a gut shot to the 5 with jack 6. The turn's an ace, and now Allen has the best hand. He's got 2 pair.
But he's not going to get any action on it. Come on.
Well, Jubilee still has the second nut flush draw here.
Okay, so he might get called one time. Right now, he bets $150.
Yeah, and Allen's going to bet pretty weak. Well, he's going to bet 240 here.
Okay, so he might get called one time. Osman's going to fold, clearly.
Five people on this table will raise.
I don't think Osman's going to call here.
5 people.
And Alan's going to take it down. We're looking at the email here. Jason Whitmer does like a very nice thing with Photoshop.
That's a great.
He's got a picture of me taking a shot.
Can we? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna put it on 2+2 for everybody.
Okay. If
This
you
is
can
a
handle
great. This is a great picture. Thank you very much, Jason. Appreciate it. And here it is. This is great. We've got an email from Raymond Charles Clark here. $10 for a waitress to grab your ass at the bank. What a deal!
that. Show Isaac.
And here's the picture here.
Well, it's good. It's not excellent.
Button's going to move over here to seat 5.
Want to go excellent? I'll send you some really good steakhouse.
Oh, man.
Button moves over to seat number 5.
Yeah, Alan's going to limp in here from up front. Like I said, we get about a half
Russ
an
has
hour
got
left in the
ace
show.
queens in seat number 2. Let's see what he does. Just limps in kind of late-ish middle position.
120.
Yeah, and that great email. Thank you very much. Johnny actually sent. That is the river, by the way. Johnny, that's the China. That's the river over
They
in
dyed
Chicago.
green. Yeah.
They dyed green. How cool is that for St. Patrick's Day? Have you seen this, everyone? How cool is that?
Russ is going to fold the ace queen here. The flop comes out ace 8-9 with a couple hearts.
Wow, and George hits 2 pair, but
Yeah.
the problem is there's no implied odds here because Osman's got nothing.
Yeah, George's going to bet here with 8-9. Osman's got 6-3 offsuit.
You almost hope your opponent has ace king here, but he doesn't.
And give it credit to Russ for folding ace queen there.
Why?
I say you got a lucky flop.
You got king jack. Why would I got a lucky flop?
And he's going to take it down.
If I had king jack, I'd raise it right now.
Not even king jack.
Again, you can email us at live@thebike.com in the last half an hour.
What is George eating? Is he like eggs or something?
I did that flop pretty good.
Me too.
That's why you.
Oh, no, really good.
Again, thank you, John E., for that picture. Let me see if I can.
Actually, it's Jason Whitmore.
Oh, that's right, Jason Whitmore.
Sent the email. Great picture. Thank you very much.
That's 1,000 per year.
Actually, you know what, Jason Whitmore? I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle this. If you can put that up on 2+2, more power to you.
Yeah, go to 2plus2.com, go to forums,
Yeah.
go to World Poker Tour and other events, go to Live the Bike for March 17th, and post it up because everybody would appreciate that, I think.
Mark's got pocket queens here in
Kinda
seat
funny.
4. He's going to raise.
But thank you very much for the email.
He's going to make it 120 to go here. Luckily, we've had kind of a passive table. I hear Corporation Mike might come in the game now. For the last half an hour of the game.
Last half hour? Well, the game will definitely change if he comes in.
Mark's going to take it down there with queens.
Take it down, Mr. Brown. Once again, we're live at the bike, folks. I'm David Tuckman here at Bart Hansen.
We
You can
stream-
catch us every Monday through
Yeah.
Friday from 7 to 10. Not every night we're drunk, just tonight.
Just tonight.
But happy
Special
St.
occasion.
Patrick's Day.
Hey, check us out at the Circuit, too, if you go to cardplayer.com.
What is the Circuit?
It's a little internet radio show that they do over at cardplayer.com.
Scott Huff, right?
Scott Huff, that's right. A lot of people have emailed us and said, we discovered your show because we had a subscription to the Circuit.
There you go.
it
And if you
came up.
play online and you talk about certain things and you chat a lot and you like our show, tell your friends about it. If you don't like a show, tell your friends about us.
Yeah, exactly.
We appreciate it.
Big word of mouth thing. Seat number 6 here has got ace queen, and he's going to raise.
Yeah, if you think we're morons, tell your friends about us.
Absolutely.
All the power to it.
He's going to make it 120.
A lot of aces out there, huh? A lot of queens out there.
And Osmond's got ace 5 off suit here.
Is he going to call heads up? Just look at him. Osmond is always the negotiator. He's such a businessman. Look at that. Look at him.
He's negotiating right now.
He's like, well, I've got a way worse hand than you, but should I call? Look, I'm going to show you my ace. Should I call? Now, obviously, Jubilee's going to tell him, well, you're way behind, buddy. But if you want to call, feel free to put your
Do you
money in
want
the
to call
pot.
and check it down?
Look at Osmond. Look at Osmond. He is. I mean, I got to tell you, Osmond is one of my favorite guys. I really
Yeah,
like.
he's a
Osmond's
nice
actually
guy.
early live at the bike too. If you check out the archives, he's back in March and April of last year.
Mike, you want the big blind?
You need chips here. Chips.
Oh, by the way, talk about bad turn of events. Okay, I thought Disneyland was bad enough for my wife's birthday.
Yeah.
We're not going to Disneyland anymore. We're going to the. No, you got to listen to this.
I'm
Seriously.
listening.
I'm going to the Orchid.
Yeah. The Orchid what?
The Orchid Fair in Santa Barbara.
Yeah. You're going to the Orchid Fair?
Yeah, orchids.
Yeah.
She wants to go see orchids in Santa Barbara. And it's her birthday weekend, so we'll see.
Are you
if
into
she-
orchids?
I'm not, but it's her birthday weekend. What am I going to do?
Yeah.
So instead of, Disneyland was like, okay, well, that sounds like sort of fun, okay. And now instead of that, we're going to Santa Barbara, we're going to stay in a hotel, and we're going to go see orchids on Saturday and Sunday next week. Oh, my God. I wish I could drink that.
Oh, here comes Mike. Here he comes for half an hour.
Nader's moved over to seat 2. Russ is gone.
Yeah, you gotta put your straddle up there.
And Mike is in seat number 2. And that's seat number 3. And
Deuce off suit. He's straddled, and he's going to check
of
it.
course he's straddled.
So three-way action here. Nader's actually in seat 2. And the flop comes out Queen, 8, King with a couple spades. And it looks like George here has got top. Actually, George is not in the hand in seat 1. Apparently not with King 8. But Osmond's got King 9. He's got the best hand. And we got a bet out here. Turns a 3. I think Mike bet, and he got a call by Russ and a call by Osmond. And Osmond, it's going to get checked to him, and he's going to bet again.
300.
He's going to bet 300 here. I got to tell you, folks, David's left the booth. I hope he's okay. Oh, there he is. He's out. Oh, there he is.
Oh, David. He doesn't know what's going on. David, yours. Every time there is a space.
Diamonds all friggin' night.
Vicky, you're getting that big.
Yes, sir. And he weighs 50 pounds more than me.
Dave's telling everybody that that he's taken 8 shots and I've taken 2 shots.
Depends on the club when they take shots.
Diamonds and hearts are drinks, days and clubs.
And it's been diamond and
Oh my God.
it's a red board.
The button here is going to move over to seat 1, George Georgian, as David continues to bitch about how much he's had to drink tonight. Too bad. And Mike is in the big blind here.
I'm back.
You're back, Dave.
I'm back.
I got to give you credit. You didn't break the seal.
I did not break the seal.
We haven't had a shot in a while now, huh?
Thank
Like a planned shot.
You know what? It's funny when you're sitting down, you're not quite sure how drunk you are.
Yeah, you get up and you walk around and
Get up, you walk around, and then you kind of realize it. Wow.
Let's get folded around here.
Ooh. There you go. Beeman Deke says, yeah, drinking rules.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I'm doing this, you know what? Sacrificing for our viewers. Nader there
Yeah, there's a good lick at Nader.
in the orange shirt.
Again, if you ever want to watch this show or every single show that we've ever done, you can click on the archives button or the on-demand button that gets you access to every show we've done, Dave. $14.95 a month. We've had shows from Barry Greenstein, Kathy Lieber, everything. Check it out, upper left-hand corner of your screen.
Hey, you name it,
At
we've had them on this
liveathebike.com.
show. Seriously, I mean, I'm talking... We've had every single person on this show.
We've had a lot of people on the show, yep.
Get a great email from here. Have you read this one?
No, I have not. The button's going to move over to seat 2, Nader.
Great email from here from, I'm going to butcher this, Kajelson?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay, I'm going to read it in 1 second.
It's going to be limped around here.
I didn't even know I was ready.
And actually, Mike is going to raise here. Mike's got pocket queens, Dave, in the small blind. He's going to make it 120 here out of seat 3. Now, seat number 5 here is going to fold. Jubilee's got pocket 3s. He's out of there. And it's over to Nader. And Nader's going to call with King Jack. He's got 1 overcard here.
Oh, Mike's got a real hand.
Yep. Here we go to the flop.
How about King, Queen, Jack? Oh, how about
How
King,
about
Queen?
King 9-9 here, and Nader outflopped him.
Yeah,
Mike's
bad
in
flop.
Mike's in a lead here.
Oh, he's got to bet one, see where he's at.
He's going to bet 150, and Nader
Actually,
immediately.
250.
Nader, yeah, 250. Nader immediately moves all in.
I don't know if it's enough money to Mike get away, though.
Mike can't beat a king, he can't beat a 9, and Mike did call. Mike did call. The turn is a 9, and the river is a 4, and Nader's going to take it down there with King Jack.
Take it down. Interesting email from Kachel. Kachel saying, says, hello and thanks for a great show. Well, you're welcome. He says, where's Mo from? Where's Mo from?
Well, Mo's Persian. He's originally from Iran.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he lives in Tarzana now. Yeah.
And this question here, is it smart to move all in on every draw?
No, I mean, I don't mean to have people necessarily misconstrue our comments, but when you have a hand as big as an open-ended straight draw with a flush draw, normally against a person who you think might be raising with an overpair, the fold equity is there in terms of you can make a big re-raise because if he calls with one pair, you're ahead, right? And he might think you have a set, so he's going to fold. Open-ended straight draw with a flush draw, Dave, is a huge hand.
Right, I mean, basically the answer is, I mean, I hate to say this, the answer is it depends.
Yeah.
You know, oftentimes it is correct to raise with your draw.
Right.
Oftentimes it is often correct to call with your draw.
Right.
And then sometimes it is correct to fold with your draw. Depends on who you're playing against and what the situation is.
Ace-Ace-9 here on the flop, and it looks like Jubilee's got the best hand.
I hate to be somewhat random there.
Mike raised it pre-flop, and he's going to make a $230 continuation bet from the button. And Jubilee is going to check call here. Actually, Jubilee's going to check raise.
Yeah,
He's going to
big would be
raise
a better
400
word.
more, and he's going to take it down.
But you know what I mean? What I'm saying is, obviously, there are times where you want to really raise and put your opponent to the test with a draw. And there are times where you just go, you know what? This guy, there's no fold equity here. I'm just going to throw away this draw. And
again, if you're against a player that, definitely might make a laydown of an overpair or a top pair, top kicker, and you have flopped a straight draw with a flush draw, that hand is huge.
If you have a straight draw with a flush draw, I don't care who I'm against.
Open-ended straight draw with a flush
I'm
draw.
going to push really hard there. I don't care who I'm against because I'm probably a favorite on the flop.
Mike's got ace-4 here. He's going to bring it in for raise. Now, it's interesting. Mark, who has never played on the show, doesn't necessarily know Mike. He's got ace-queen, and he's going to make a smooth call here. Mo's got ace-10.
Wow.
And he folded there before.
Probably won't see an ace in the flop, huh?
Yeah, we got 3 aces dead, and we're heads up. Yeah, if Mike continues on here and both players miss, what's going to happen?
Well, there you go. King, 9.
King, yeah. Mike bets, and Mark immediately folds. Again, Mark might not be privy to this show, Dave. And he's going to take it down.
Yeah. Not a terrible flop for ace-queen.
We have seen the transformation of Corporation Mike. Let me talk a little bit about philosophy. Light of the Bike philosophy with you in the next couple of minutes.
I love philosophy. I was a philosophy minor.
The transformation of Corporation Mike over the last 8 months has been absolutely incredible.
Not unlike a caterpillar.
I still think he has a couple leaks in this game. Still think he tends to call down a little bit too much. But we kind of, stem that back to the fact that he thinks that maybe people are making moves on him because he's so aggressive.
Exactly.
But it depends on the type of person. He needs to be able to lay down certain types of hands. But he's really, really a good player now, I think.
I like Mike's game.
Yeah.
I really do. I mean, the only thing you have to realize if you're Mike is his swings, because the way he plays, he's going to be huge. He might win 50 grand one week and lose 30 grand the next week, and then win 60 grand. I mean, that's the swings he's going to take because the way he plays. But I do like Mike's game. I really do.
We have an raise here in seat 9. We won't call that Allen. We'll call it object to object over there. Is going to make the call with 6-9. Uh-oh. And the flop comes ace 8-8.
Oh, good. It's not me. It's not me. It's not me. I'm cheering.
And
why is it object? What the
I
hell
don't
is
know.
that?
Jubilee and Amir have top pair.
What is Ronnie doing? Is Ronnie drinking over there? Oh, is Ronnie drinking monsters over there?
Jubilee gets checked to him. He's going to bet 250. Let's see if Amir gets involved. He calls. I still haven't had my 3 flush, but I've had a couple of pair games, and I think Mo made some money on that hand. The turn's a 9. Yeah, Mike is still playing here.
Yeah,
right?
Mike is in the game, so. Yeah, obviously both players have aces and 8s.
And look at this. Amir check called the flop, and now he's going to lead on the turn.
Yeah, Jubilee's got a 9 kicker. Amir's got a 10 kicker. And Hold'em is a kicker game, folks.
A check call on the flop, and Amir leads on the turn. And Jubilee can't beat a real ace. He can't beat an 8, and he's going to fold. Let's see the colors.
Yeah, nice bet. Nice fold by Jubilee. Nice bet by Amir.
So I'm taking 3 shots with a couple of 8s on board. Luckily, no trip 8s have come on board.
Cheers to you, buddy. Go get him.
There it is.
8-3.
This is Jameson here now. We switched it up a little bit.
What the hell happened to my hat? Jesus Christ. Wow. There we go. My hat is like, oh, wow. There we go. Oh. And once again, if my wife is listening, please, come on down to the bike and pick my ass up.
We got 20 minutes left in the show. Dave's taken 8 shots. I should have taken only 3, but I've taken 4 because 1 was a mercy shot.
1 was just because you wanted a shot.
Right. We still have 2 Jameson.
Are you
shots
even like
left.
slightly buzzed?
I'm doing all right. Limped around here.
This is a great idea. Whose idea was this?
4-way action. Red flop. Oh, King, Jack, 8, almost. Couple of hearts. We got a flush draw over there for Mike. He's going to bet with 7-3 of hearts here. He's going to bet 80. He's got a flush draw. And Allen is going to call with Jack 3. He's got middle pair, garbage kicker. This is what we talk about Allen. We don't have absolutely no idea where he's at when he makes the call. The turn is in 8. That does not change anything. Check on the turn. And the river's a heart, and Mike makes it. And wait a minute, is Allen going to... No, Allen checks from early position, and Mike bets.
Now, often if Mike is betting and I'm on a draw with Mike, let's say I had Queen 10 or I had hearts against Mike.
Right.
I might raise against Mike because there's a good chance Mike is betting with nothing. Now, let's say it's a really tight player who won't let go of a hand.
Allen folds, yeah.
Well, there I might just call.
Right.
Okay? But let's say it's a tight, good player who will not pay me off. Well, there I might just fold with my draw.
Right.
I mean, obviously, I hate to say it, but it really depends.
No, it depends on each different situation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Depends on who I'm playing against, how much money I have, what kind of draw I have, and so forth. Generally, calling with your draws is probably the worst play.
Well, anyways, it looked like John, the guy that emailed us, tried to post it up on 2+2.
We got it up there.
Yeah, he did, but you can't read it, so I'm going to read it for you. What it says under where I have drinking, it says, hell, give me another one. And it says, Dave, honey, pick me up, I'm drunk. There you go. Mike raised it pre-flop, and he's going to bet 50 here with pocket tens. The flop comes out 9, 9, 10. He's flopped top full house here, Dave, and he bet on the flop. The turn's a 9.
Oh, that's done.
And Nader called with a flush draw. It went check, check on the turn, and the river's a 5. Mike did the Jonas there. He bet out on the flop, but when it got checked to him on the turn, he checked behind Nader.
I love the bet. And Jonas and Jonas.
Yeah.
And Nader's going to throw away ace high.
Yeah.
Mike's going to take it down.
And Mike says, where's the heart? It's interesting. Mike bet the flop. Nader called. The turn came 9. Mike checked behind Nader, and the river came 5. It got checked, and Mike bet
Yeah, the
again.
9 was actually a terrible card for him because it killed his action.
But being scared of someone having a 9 as well, even though, I mean, that's less likely with 3 9s.
Right, but even if it had hard to come, though, is Nader going to play it hard at all?
Right. Got about 15 minutes left in the show.
Once again, you can catch us every Monday through Friday from 7 to 10 p.m., folks. We stream live cash games every Monday through Friday from 7 to 10 p.m. Pacific time.
Interesting. My producer just emailed us new rules. Any suited flop through the end of the show, Bart drinks. Limped around here. Jack 4 deuce rainbow. I don't know if I can adhere to that, Dave. I want to take.
You know,
I
the
want to
funny
see you
thing
take
is,
one more shot.
You know, the funny thing is, if it was reversed,
Checked around.
if you
turns
had
to
drank
king.
8 and I had drank 3, I'd still be drunk, and you'd be drunk. But now I'm wasted, and you're fine.
Amir bet, and actually, you know what? Mike bet on the turn, and Amir called with king queen. The river's a 7, so now that Mike, actually, you know
Check.
what? Yeah, Mike just gave up on it, and Amir's going to take down there.
Yeah, Mike's
king
got
queen.
absolutely nothing. He's at 8 high. Mike went to Magic Mountain. How's Magic Mountain tonight? I wonder.
Yeah, but me asking everybody here in the booth, I don't sound any different than I normally do, don't you? And everyone's like, no, you don't. But Dave obviously does, right? Yes. Yes, that's the answer. Trying to keep control of the play-by-play and such.
I'm doing my best. I really am.
Mark's got ace-queen suited. He's going to raise under the gun. He's going to make it 90 with ace-queen of hearts.
I challenge anybody to have 8 shots of Jameson, Bushmills. I'm sorry, 8 shots of Bushmills and do play-by play.
Amir's going to smooth call with pocket 10s here. Now, Mo's got ace-jack. He's going to make the call. And Mike makes the call with ace-8 off. So we get 4-way action, but a $380 pot going 4 ways. Here
All
we
the
go.
aces are pretty much dead.
Wow,
There.
8-7-3 here. Mark, the pre-flop raiser, has overcards and the nut flush draw.
But most of the aces are dead.
And Mike's got ace-8, and Mike's going to come out and lead with ace-8, and Amir has an overpair to the board.
Pretty exciting, huh?
Mike bets, and let's see what Mark is going to do. Mike bets 280, almost the size of the pot.
Mark's going to call.
Well, no, maybe might Mark raise here?
No. Mark's going to call.
Mark calls, and now what does Amir do?
Amir calls.
You're predicting it, huh? He's got 10s.
He's thinking about it.
We get a bet out by Mike and a call by the pre-flop raiser. No, honestly, put yourself in Amir's spot here.
I'd
With call
raise.
with 10s. Really, with a bet by Mike and a call by the pre-flop raiser?
I'd
what do you
raise
think
and
the
fold.
pre-flop raiser would call with
Hearts.
in between? Overcards with hearts?
Hearts. And Mike's got nothing.
In this case, actually, Mike actually has ace.
I know he
8
does,
there.
but I mean, you can put Mike on nothing.
Yeah,
You can. I mean, if I'm in Mir's spot, I put Mike on nothing.
maybe like something like 6-7,
And I
right?
put Mark on hearts.
Yeah.
And I raise with my 10s, or I throw it away. I'm not going to call.
Might you throw it away?
Either or. I'm not going to call.
Yeah.
I mean, they're raising or folding.
Let's see what Amir does. It puts him kind of in a tough spot. It's an easy fold for Mo. He's got no draw. He's got overcards.
I see some fireworks.
I'll let you guys have it.
All right, so you don't necessarily mind the fold here. He folds.
I do.
You do mind the fold.
I think you should raise.
Okay.
I thought, like I said, I mean, either way, but I would
Turns
raise.
the king, and it gives Mark the nut flush. Let's hope that he doesn't check behind the turn so we don't scream here at him. Please build the pot up.
I'm not going to scream at anybody right now.
Let's see what happens here. Because I'm going to have a Bart gasm if Mark checks the turn. Well, Mike's going to bet. Mike's going to bet. He's trying to represent hearts. And
look
Mark
at-
makes
look
it
at
look
Mark.
like he's pained
Look at
Yeah.
Mark. Look at Mark.
He's
Ooh,
pained.
Hem haul. What do I have? What do I have? Ooh,
Now he
ooh.
takes the chip off his cards like he's going to make it like he's going to fold now.
Now, if he raises, it's pretty obvious he hit a big hand.
Well, now he's going to raise.
Well, there you go. Pretty obvious.
He's going to make. He's mini raising though, Dave.
Yeah, it's
Something
obvious, though. He's hem hard. He's like fake acted.
Mike folds.
Yeah, I mean, it's fake acted. I mean, if you're going to fake act like that, you got to just call and hope that Mike bets on the
How
river.
about this way though? I at least appreciate the mini raise by Mark as opposed to if Mike checked and he checked behind him. How about that? That I would have screamed about.
I have
That
no
would've
problem with
screamed
the
about.
play, but I'm just saying, I mean, when you hem and haw and you act like the hand, like you're not sure what to do,
Right.
and then you raise. Okay, people always ask us for physical tells. Physical tell, here it is. If somebody hems and haws, acts like they don't like the cards, and then raises you, they have it.
We got about 10 minutes left in the show.
Have you ever seen Bunny? Have you ever seen anybody act like they don't like the cards, then raise you, and really be bluffing?
No, I know what you mean. Like that's
Yeah.
why you like to give like a detailed study of somebody physically, right? Yeah.
It's easy. Pretty obvious.
Limped around here. Got another email here from Espen Hoydal. I'll get to it in a second. We got about 7-way action here. Uh-oh. Flop comes out Jack 6-8. All clubs.
Woo!
And Jubilee flops a flush.
It's not me.
And Jubilee flops a flush.
Wow, a flush, not just a flush. He flops a straight. He flops a flush with an open-ended straight flush draw.
Yeah.
And it's not me.
And I got a drink now.
Oh.
And he checked it, and the turn's a queen of clubs. And now where is he at?
Well, he still got the nut.
Are you kidding me?
Well, he still has the best hand.
Okay, yeah, but he's got the 9 high flush now, though, Dave.
I know, but nobody else has the clubs. I know where you're going.
Do you?
I do. I know where you're
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
Obviously, he can't really get any money off his hand.
All right. Let's see the colors.
Drink,
Color
Bart. Drink, Bart,
Yeah,
drink,
yeah.
Bart, drink, Bart, drink.
Got about a few.
Good job. Have I ever told you guys I love this man? He's a good guy. He really is. He's a good guy. St. Patrick's Day.
Woohoo. One moves over to C3.
Get an email here from Espen Hoydal. Hello again. Thanks for reading my email since it's late in the streaming and St. Patrick's Day. Hey, can you please say congratulations to my friend? We will. Hey, congratulations to Steiner Hashan.
Yeah.
It's his
On his
16th
16th birthday.
Happy birthday to
Winning
Steiner.
the free roll in Prima Poker.
Wait a second. He's 16 years old. He's playing poker online? That doesn't seem legal.
I can see that I actually see that Corporation Mike is raised with Ace King suited from the button. Osmond calls him with eights. Jubilee calls. Amir is going to call with Jack 10. Mo calls with Ace 3 of clubs. And we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-way action times 80. A $500 pot here. Biggest pot of the night pre-flop going about, actually 6 ways. 6-way action. Here we go. Queen, 9 deuce with a couple hearts.
Oh, it's not a terrible flop for Jubilee. I mean, he's got top pair.
He's going to come out and lead. Jubilee's going to come out and lead.
Amir is open-ended now. It's an interesting flop for Amir. He's got a jack of hearts as well.
Jubilee bets 200. Amir calls with the open-ended straight draw. Mike is out of there with ace, king, and diamonds. And we are heads up now. But an $800 pot going in the turn.
It's the
Jubilee's
queen.
ahead.
It's top pair versus open-ended. Oh, there he
Turns
gets
the
it.
king, and there's the open-ended straight.
400.
And Jubilee bets 400 again here, Dave.
Might you raise it to 800 here?
How about all in? Well,
How about-
yeah, but the question
how much
now
does
is
Jubilee have?
Yeah, the question is how much does Jubilee have? I think Jubilee only has got maybe about 500 more. So
Oh,
the
man.
all in is it's the same almost as the mini raise.
He's got about 600. Yeah.
Yeah. Brown
call.
chips are $10 chips. Yellow chips are
Minimum
$5.
raise, same difference.
And he's going to call.
And he's drawing dead.
Yeah, he is drawing. Well,
Drawing dead.
yeah, Rivers a 3.
Drunk and all, he's drawing dead. I can see that.
We still had 93 up there for Amir.
Really, how could Jubilee win the hand?
With Queen 10 there?
Jack.
The Jack would have chopped it. That's what it was.
Jack would have chopped it up. Now, interesting here, now, his friend Steiner Hashem, his 16th birthday, he won a free roll on Prima Poker. They won
Prima,
19. Prima, what the heck is the difference? He won $19. How
Yeah.
cute.
Cool.
That's wonderful.
Cute.
Congratulations to Steiner, man. That's awesome.
Email here from Sheila Zadokos. Oh, my friend, and I love Mike. Will he take his shirt off? Not you two. Ha ha ha. No matter how much you've been drinking. Ha ha ha. I want Mike's shirt off. Ha ha ha. There you go.
I know. I have no problem.
And then
with
there's another girl that says, Teresa White, tell Mike to take his shirt off every time you guys take a shot.
You know, I have no problem with Mike taking his shirt off. But do they really need to say that they don't want our shirt off?
Mike is raised here with the ace jack.
Let's just ignore that.
I'm going to take it down.
Once again, we're live at the Bike, folks. I'm David Tuckman here with Bart Hansen. You can catch us every Monday through Friday from 7 to 10 Pacific time. Tonight's game is a $1,000 unrestricted buy-in game. Blinds are 10 and 20. No limit hold'em.
We have time for a few more hands. We got about 5 or 10 minutes left in the show, Dave. I've had fun.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Pocket 6 is for seat number 9. Alan, I'm looking
When's the
good
next
here.
time we can do this, Evelyn? Cinco de Mayo, a couple months, right? Cool. Cinco de Mayo, have a bunch of Coronas in there and tequila. Yeah. May 5th, what is that? That's like less than 2 months away. 2 months a year. Slimed around here. Diamonds. Oh. 753.
You're begging for it, aren't you? You want me to pain. Pocket 5s.
Looks like Alan actually has the best hand here with 6s.
What about seat 1? How about George with a set of 5s?
Well, yeah, I wasn't looking up at the cards.
Well, that's because
They're not
Ronnie
there.
doesn't. The only hand that means anything, Ronnie doesn't have it up there.
Now he has it up there.
So there you go.
George
Ronnie's like
checked it.
monsters.
George checked it. Mike bet with Queen 4. It's over to Osmond now, who's going to fold. And George really has. And Amir is going to fold. Mo folds. Alan's got 6s. He's probably going to call with a gut shot and a pair. And now George is probably going to check raise, right, with middle set.
No, he
just calls. Wow. Turns a jack.
Well,
and now Mike has a flush draw.
Mike's got a gut shot with the flush draw.
And he bets
needs
again.
He needs a 6 with a gut shot.
And he
with
bets
a
500.
diamond.
The funny thing is, if he had taken a card, it might have been more valuable. Alan shows him 6s. And now George check raises to 2,000.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
He's basically laying his balls on the table, saying, "Here you go, buddy. You want them? Take them."
And Mike is going to call with a draw
He's
here.
only got like $700, $600 left.
Yeah, Mike is going to call with Queen 4. He's got a gut shot with
Any
the flush
6,
draw.
any diamond, he wins.
6 or a diamond, he wins. They might run it more than one time here, folks.
They might not. I mean, it got to the point where the pot's about $2,000, $700 to call. He's going, wait, you know what? I got a flush draw, I got a gut shot. Forget it. I got to call you, buddy. Sorry.
One card, man.
Well, let's see what we're going to do.
And I got to tell you, if a 6 or a diamond comes up, George might break some chips. George has been known
Are they
to
going to
have a
run it
temper.
more than once?
No,
All right, they're
no,
going to
no.
run it once. 6 or a
One.
diamond.
Here it is.
Oh, the river's an ace.
George takes it down. Set of 5s. Mike's got queen high. Can't possibly win.
And
Look at
calls
him.
for chips.
Look at him. Okay, chips. And that's Mike. You know what? In a nutshell. In a nutshell. He loses a hand. He looks around and he goes, chips? Give me more.
Well, the funny thing about Mike is the fact that we've seen him on the show so much. He's not a professional poker player. He's a guy with a lot of money that likes to play poker, but has gotten very, very good at it over the last 8 months. You know what I mean? Let's take a look at the last chip count of the night here. You can say that the table's got almost 30,000 on the table. Amir is in the lead. Let's take a look at where they're at right now.
Amir's been a kick-ass night, man.
Amir's got 5,000.
Yeah, he's up
He's up.
$5,000.
Let's go back to the table because I can see that Mike's got aces right now.
Yeah, wow. And you know what the funny thing
We're
is?
going to do probably
Players
2 more
might think
hands
that
here.
players might think that Mike is tilting here
Yeah.
when he raises.
Mike's 2,000 behind, and he's got aces. And did he? And I think Mike just limped. Did Mike just limp here?
Why? Why would you limp with that?
But Mark is raised.
Mike made it 80.
No. Mike made it 80.
Mark called.
And Mark called with ace jack.
3,000. Did he say before he looked
But he's 3,000 behind. Okay, here we go.
What is he playing?
Mike made it 80. He's 3,000 behind. Mark called.
3,000.
And Mike is bought in for $3,000, by the way.
That's right. Like I said, 3,000 behind. And Nader's going to call as well with King Queen. And Mike's in the driver's seat here. $250 pot going 3 ways with the aces. Here we go.
Oh,
King 9-5. Uh-oh.
it's all spades. It's all spades. It's all spades.
And Mike's got the ace of spades in his hand.
Wow, wait, is Nader going to get in trouble with the king here?
200.
Will Nader get in
It's
trouble with
checked
the king?
over to Mike. He bets 200.
He's in great shape. I mean, Nader's got a king, but he's got a queen. And it's
And Nader moves all in, and Mike is going to call this in an instant. And Mike calls. And
Yeah, there you go. Give me my money.
Oh, man, Mike is going to... And they're going
easy.
to run it one time.
This is easy.
Turns a deuce. Nader needs a queen. River's a jack.
And Mike makes the nut flush. And you, my friend, must do a shot.
Give me colors. Let's do more one hand.
There
One
you
more
go.
hand.
8 to
Flat five.
4. Babuya. Babuya. There you go. Ah. There you go. Smooth, huh?
One more hand.
Once again, we're live at the bike, folks. Hey, if you can see this anywhere else, go watch it somewhere else. But if you can't, then come back here, Monday through Friday, 7 to 10 p.m., okay?
Smooth. Full tilt poker.
7 to 10 p.m. Pacific time, every day. We're here with the action, live, unedited, unscripted.
Dog poker.
We bring it to you.
Buttons over. Most hand. Last hand of the night, buddy.
Is this it?
Yeah. Mike's
Oh.
gonna straddle here. So I still got some black
Yeah,
buttons
8 to
up there.
4. It's not bad.
We never saw any sixes.
6s once.
Oh, once, okay.
No, actually, a couple times. That was the first time it was
No,
spades.
once.
That was it?
Yeah, once
Okay.
with sixes. Limped around,
Diamond, like 7 times. Ridiculous.
heads up. Mike against Osmond.
Oh, thank God.
9-8-7 rainbow.
Mike's got bottom pair with a gut shot.
He comes out and bets.
Osmond's got
Open-ended.
open-ended straight
He's
draw with
gonna
an overcard. And it's about 50-50. You can see
Yeah.
the percentages.
Turns a 7. Now Mike got trips.
Mike's obviously going to be way ahead here. You see the percentages.
He
Who's
bets
gonna bet it?
160 on the turn, and Osmond is going to call.
Osmond
Mike did
call?
not really push this hard here on the turn.
No, Osmond needs a jack or a 6.
River's a 10.
That's not going to do it.
Well, he's got a pair now, and it goes check and check, check.
Well, I don't mind. I don't mind the check there by Mike there. Obviously, it's a 1-card straight. Well,
All
cheers
right,
to
that's
you.
it.
Cheers to everybody.
Oh, we made it through. Holy shit.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
It's been a lot of
I
fun.
hope you guys all enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Sign up for the archives. We'll see you next week, okay? Live at the bike, 6 to 9 Pacific time, Monday
6 to
through
9?
Friday.
7 to 10.
7 to 10, sorry. 7 to 10. You hear the laughing in the background. 7 to 10 Pacific time. Take it easy. This show and every show this week will rerun on Sunday,
Yes.
starting at noon Pacific time. So for Dave Tuckman, everybody here in the booth, for allowing us to do this and for tolerating us. Good night, everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day from Live at the Bike. Good night.
Good night.
Sir, did I play with you?
It's here. It's big. And it's closer than you think. It's not a tournament. It's what you don't see on TV. The cash is real. The stakes are high. They bet big. They win big. They lose big. High stakes live action poker. Live at the bike. Watch it live on the web or play it if you dare at the Bicycle Casino right here in Los Angeles.